Sintayo, Burileke Yantobo, Oribo Senderebo, Orobo Yantlubu, Sikarebo Yantlubu, Orobo Sekebo, Iborobo Sikaya Buseke, Seke Yahuwa, Durilebo Yantala Busende. Seke Yahoshua, Kurila Baimbo Lobu Sandebo, Seke Ruahakodesh, Indoro Kosikala Boyantubu, Seke, Durelebo Sundele Moyan Santa Laoa, Seke, oh, Seke. Seke Boseyao Seke Inorobosikala Busente Seke Burele Boyantala Busente Bu Seke Orobosekeya Oriboyantala Busente Rebu Seke Ya Baba Sundea Seke Ya Seke Ya Yo Wonderebo Seyao Bubu Santalebo, mama terrible. Yeah, Ikorobo Shitala Busente. Seka, Orobo Sikala Boyende. Korobo Sikala Buseke. Imorobo Yantula Buse. Orobo Ikara Boyende. Norokoskila Basende Bo. Borobo Sikeye Bo Sekeye Bo. Sekerebo Santulubu. Sekeye Bo Buli Rebo Yantalabe. Sekerebo Ya Mama Yanderebo. Iborobo Sikeya Labutebe. O Sekeye Iborokos Kilima Yantulubu. Seke Iboroko Shutele Mama Sente. O Seke Maraba Seke Bo. Oribo Shantalabeya. Orobo Sikala Boyente. O Seke Maraba Seke Bo. Oribo Shantalabeya. Orobo Sikala Boyente. Orobo Sikala Boyente. Orobo Sikaya Boyente. Orobo Sikala Boseke. Marabo Yantala Boseke. Korlebo Yantala Bese. Orobo Sikala Bo. Indoroko Sikala Boyente. Buseke Rabo. Mama Sentere, Orobo Sentere, Mama Bo Shantala, Bureke Sandele, Yarabo Seke, oh Seke, Yaraba Sayao, Iborobo Seke, Narabo Sandewo. Erebusika ya buseke, orobusika, inderebo yantala buseke, oh Shamalaika, oh Shamalaina, oh Seboreka, Isandalobo, oh Lejando, Oribo Sande. Oh, Shambolaika, Buriseke, Samboleko, Shambolaika, Burisande, Brelego, oh, Samolaika, Sandalaboya, oh, Sekiraboya, Bulesandoya, Riboseke, oh, Ribo Santalaboya, oh, Ribo Sinteleboya. Maraka Sandala Boya, oh Shamulaida Sandala Boya, Ibaroba Sike Labu Santu, Seke ye Kurila Bayanta Labu Sente, Yehovah, Seke, yeah. Ibarako sikala, and I'm loving it. Oribo sikaya. This is my life. This is all I live for. This is all I do all day long, all night through, all day long, all night. Orimo Shantala Busenderebo. Okay, now listen. Here is a question that goes for you. And here is a question. Here is a question that comes for me. Here is a question that goes for you. Here is a question that comes for me. What is the royal love for? How does it play it out in your life? And how does it work out in my life? How does it become a lamp unto your feet? And how does it become eternal lamp unto my feet? Norogoskili Baba, Norogoskili Baba, Norogoskili Baba Yende, Norogoskili Baba Seya, Yorogoski Kalabo Seke, Oriboyantalabe, and who got up to 7 points. Up to 7 points, 7 points, Yiborosikaya, 7 points, 7 points. Of the royal Lord blessing, of the royal Lord wedding blessing, I'm so loving it. And point 1 goes like this, go in this way. It functions as a sacred marriage covenant between Yahuwah and his people, Yisrael and Yahudim, Horibo Shandayaba, Nerikeskili Bobo, Mirabayan Tulubu. So pray to Yamaseke goes this way. It outlines how the marriage won't function. It's stipulation. I want it a happy and a fruitful marriage. Oh, I'm so loving it. I'm so in love. And point 3 goes like this. Nerekoskili mama yande, nerekoskili mama, oh yeah. It's preset. Don't you know marriage have a preset? Oh, have you not been told marriage have a preset? Oh, mama, yerebo. It preset describe how the marriage would function. Point 4, Imam, Nerebo, Sikaya, Bobo, Seke. Point 4, it what picture? Marriage have a what picture? Marriage have a glorious what picture? Marabayan Tulubu. It what picture tells what marriage life won't be like. I'm so loving it. Orimo Shantalabobo. This is what the royal love for. Point 5, Neshandayabo. So we go for point 5. Morokoskili Baba Yende. Orabo Seke Yabobo. It's judgment. Marriage have judgment. It's judgment. Described how each of the partner would relate to each other. How my husband will love me, will care for me. In the how my husband will love me, will care for me, will carry me all through. In the Likewise, I, Erebo Sente Labo, Narabayan Tulubu, Nerikayan Tulubu. I'm so in love with my husband. And point 6 goes, Imama Mayo, and point 6 in Gorodo Shinalabe goes like this. For either part to violate this agreement, violate the marriage. So please don't do. Marriage would turn link of fire. Marriage would turn hellfire. Oh, please. wave my heart because it goes for Abba Yahuwah. Point 7 describe Abba Yahuwah, for he is the group. Promise never to violate it, because what? The group is Yud-He Wah-He. The group is I am that I am. The group is Orobo Sekeyabo. Oh yeah. The group is Abba Yahuwah, is Ayahowe. Yeah. Is you the one? Is I am that I am forever. He has never broken his word. He has never broken his word. Heaven and earth will pass away, but his word is forever. Amen. And I'm loving it. Ibaroko Shintalabe. Oh, Shintalabe. Oh, Shintalabe. Mama, terrible. I am in love with him. I'm so in love. I'm deep in love. I'm drunk in love with him. I am in love with him. I'm so in love. I'm deep in love. I'm drunk in love with him. Orobo Sikaya Boseke. In Santa Labobo. Nerebo Skala Oyente. How blessed is my wedding ring. My wedding ring is holy. Holy is my wedding ring. Blessed is my wedding gift. Eternal rest is my wedding contract. My wedding contract is the royal law. Yeah, I'm loving it. I'm so drunk in love with Abba Yahuwah. I'm so in love. Greetings to the 12 tribes of Yisrael scattered to the four corners of the earth, and to the Gentiles called by the name of Abba Yahuwah. Shalom, much love and much prosperity attend you, family, for you are the very reason of our time like truth, because the time is simply near. Just as we see the days goes by, and so draw nigh the coming of Yehoshua HaMashiach. Just as the Malach of Yehovah said unto Yehukanah the Revelator, sealed not the prophecies of this book, for the time is near. Again, how so near is the time? A step to the door. Exactly what we are doing here, family, decoding end times, prophecies, signs, dreams, in preparing people, build a house, for the returning of King Yehoshua HaMashiach, our eternal bridegroom, to whom due eternally all praise and worship, with power, glory, honor, praise to the glory of his magnificent Father Yahuwah the Almighty, and to the Ruach HaKodesh, the very blessed one, the very DNA of Abba Yahuwah, the forever pure energy. Inorokos klima hantalabo, rekos kliba yanderebe, re mayantolobo, nayarebo yanterebe, re mayantolobo, narobo siklebo yantelebe. Oh yes, inarabayanto, berilakayande, nasklibo yantalabayando. Oh yes, Abba Yahuwah, inorokos kliba hantalabe. You have been worshipped eternally in the temple of your Isha, eternal, because you are my Ish. All right, now, family. Like I said, happy Pesach. I'm doing this recording today, the third day of the week, the very one you call Tuesday or whatever. If I'm able to upload today, very fine. If I'm not, then I'm going to be uploading the very Pesach day, which is the midst of the week, which is tomorrow, the one you call Wednesday. Sometimes uploading takes so much time. Sometimes it takes, very, very long hours. Now, I don't know what is happening, whether the fault is from my internet. I cannot really say. Before, if I do recording within
30 to 40 minutes is already been uploaded before I will send it down to my YouTube account and excuse me, my Facebook account or whatever. But this time something lasts 2 hours. Oh no, I don't know what is going on. But if I'm done in time, if I'm able, then I'll upload today, which is third day of the week, the very one you call Tuesday. If not, then I do it tomorrow, the very Pesach day. Okay. I wanted to upload today, but I pray if not, no problem. It's all the same. Okay. So that is what I quickly want to say. All right, now, like I promised, I'm going to be doing the part 2 because it is Passover time or Pesach time. We need to address it. How does it goes along with this segment or mysteries we began already on the Shabbat. Okay, so we're going to blend the both together because there is a song in Passover or Pesach, Triumphant Entry. There is a song we got up to 3 points today, like I said. So today we hear we are again in the heavenly courtroom of Abba Yehovah. In finishing a consummation of this very wonderful, powerful mysteries He has already begun with you and me on the Shabbat day. Titled for you and me, the mysteries of song Hinorobos Klimahan Talabosiki. Hinorokos Klibabaye, Nerekos Klibazuniaba. Oribobo Shantaya Babaye. The mysteries of song review the overall and eternal bridegroom is Abba Yehovah, part 3. I have already dealt with part 1 and 2. Make sure you listen, because if you don't listen to one was a very, very strong myth no one wants to look into. And 2, not goes like that of the sons of men here on earth. Abba Yehovah said, let us make man in our own image. Okay, so we treat already the 4 alphabet. The first alphabet, which is called S, simply now go for sexual sign of Abba Yehovah. It's right in the royal law you carries. Genesis down to Revelation gave us the signs. That was the first alphabet. The second alphabet now also goes this way. I am that I am is in love with his handmaid. That is why you just feel the way you feel husband. And the point 3 now goes this way. The end, the very end, now goes this way. The nature of Yehovah is a husband. That is his nature. Then the very last alphabet, which is G, now goes this way. Good, glorious groom is Abba Yehovah eternal. Oh, wonderful. That is it. That goes this way. The signs or sexual signs of I am that I am nature. It is a good groom, good glorious groom eternal. That is all we sing. And this is the very song Semper refused to sing. And this is the very song again. Oh, now 99% of humanity also refused to sing. Abba Yehovah said these offices of him is being neglected in the 4 corners of the earth because everyone is afraid. How can you say there is sexual relationship in Almighty? Oh no, sex is the most holiest, noblest food Abba Yehovah has ever made. Sex never originated with you, man, but with Abba Yehovah. You never brings up yourself into it. You never gave him that counsel, not at all. He designed it, he molded it, he orchestrated it, and also gave you now as a blessing. Said, let us make man in our own image. That is, just be like me, do what I do, talk the way I talk, live the way I it is the most noblest. He is the holiest of holies of Abba Yehovah. So that's what I want to dig into. In this point, we got up to 3 points, like I said. That is the leftover part. That is what we want to address right now. To the glory of his name, we are digging into this very part that is left over. Mind you, like I always also said in the first clip, when we are talking about this sexual sign of Abba Yehovah, or when we are talking about, I don't know what is really, really wrong with these so-called people that call themselves Christians. What is your problem? This is the part you all neglected. Can we all dance one music? Of course, no. Can we all sing one song? Of course no. Can we all go one way? Of course not. Some is going to the right, and some is also going to the left, and some is going to move backward, while some is going forward. We can't go one direction. Broad is the way and wide is the gate. What happened? Many has already traveled through it. That is the way of destruction. He said, but narrow is the gate that leads to heaven, paradise. Only few. Won't you want to be? Oh no, among the few that found it. Okay now. So, warning again. Because this very segment, it is a chief cornerstone. Okay, that is going to cause the stumbling of some, unlearned people, lukewarm people that is not ready to dig into who is Abba Yahuwah. It's going to cause your falling. Okay, it's going to make you tremble. Okay, now is in other hand, it's also a chief cornerstone that is also going to build some into eternal life. Okay, so for your warning, if you are not comfortable with it, you better take a leave. You believe, you don't believe. That is what my husband said. He said, I am that I am. So you believe. What does that have to do? But for him, but for you. You believe that is how you come into his relationship. That is how you honor him. That is how you reverence him. That is how you show him your love. That is why you say, Abba Yahuwah, I am with you. That is an agreement of you gonna sing my song eternal. But if you don't believe, what does that have to do with him? Does he reduce him? Of course not. Were you there when he made himself? He said, I am. That is self-existing one. Do you contribute to his existence? Not at all. So if you don't believe, it's a crap. It doesn't mean absolute nothing. If you believe, it is for your own good. If you don't believe, that is your question or whatever, to face the music, you need to dance. Okay? So if it's going to make you uncomfortable, please, you better take a walk, okay? Because I cannot, because of you, and shut up my mouth. I cannot, because of you, and say, no, let me begin to, dilute the undilutable word of Abba Yahuwah. I can't do that. That is what Aaron did, the very first high priest. That is what he did. Not that Aaron doesn't know that to make a golden calf, that represents serpent, the folly deity. Aaron knew his wickedness. Aaron knew that is not meant for the people of the book. Aaron knew too well that the people of the book needs to worship Yahuwah and Yahuwah only. But he compromised. He looked into eyes. He looking into feelings. Therefore, now say, bring now your earrings, your chains, or whatever, and let us make it now gods for you to worship. In other words, bringing your earrings simply means now bring your ear, so that will give your ear now to this golden calf. They now gave their ear to the golden calf. They now begin to hear the voice of the golden calf. Exactly what is going on today in the four corners of the earth. The golden calf is the serpent. He represents the opposer. He is the opposer eternal. What is he going to be doing? He will resist the real thing from you, and he will not give you now the counterfeit. How did he oppose? He said he has done already away with the royal law. Because if you don't go into the royal law, you cannot get these mysteries. If you stick only with the New Testament, the one you call New Testament, is still fully loaded with these mysteries. But he has no ground, except you go back now, to begins the journey. Just as Abba Yahuwah begins it over there, you will really get the clarity. You are going to fool everywhere. It's going to be a confessional list on you, because you won't get it. But if you return back to the royal law, starting from Genesis, Bereshit chapter 1, there you're going to see these mysteries over there. There you're going to know who you are. If genuinely you are the image, man, you are the image of Abba Yahuwah, whatever you, except for the iniquity part. But just stand in the mirror, you man, take off your, whatever. Look at yourself. That is in Abba Yahuwah's theophany. Exactly, that is how Abba Yahuwah looks like. Because you came from him. You are his image. Make me in our image. Do you get that? So simple. What is the image? How do you look like? You are his image. What do you have in your tie? Under your two laps, what is over there? 2 testers and peanuts. Then how you not say Abba Yahuwah cannot have it? Therefore, you are not his image. If you know 100%, You are his image. Exactly the way you are, that is who Abayewa is in his theophany. Like I said already in part 1 and 2, Abayewa has 3 offices. The first offices, they are all unique and powerful, meant not to be neglected. The first one is his true essence, which is what? Fire. No one goes there. That is the power he used to put both heaven and earth. That is the power of his existence. That is his true essence. It is pure fire, pure energy. When you go to Ezekiel chapter 1, you're going to see it. He said it's ablaze. It's ablaze from head to toe. That is his true essence. Now, after that, now he got an office of a husband. The most very sadful part, that is the neglected one. What does her husband do? What a husband and wife, what are they doing? Husband and wife simply means 2 people enjoying sex together. But you said, does he exist? Okay, now, maybe, which means you orchestrated sex. You gave him the counsel to say, hey, do it this way, but it's going to be for me alone. Really? Oh no, you wasn't there. You wasn't there at all. So the third offices goes now for father. He's a father, isn't it? Everyone agree. That's why I love the quote of the Christian of this, like I said in part 1. When there's mystery, not just only this mysteries, whenever Abayewa bring mysteries somehow, well, you know what I do? I will take those verses and put it on Google to see other people's mind if they knew already what I just saw. Because if you knew already what I saw, that is not going to be a mystery anymore, because someone else already knows about it. So each time a message, deep message like this comes my way, this is the most heaviest one. Okay? I always take it down to Google and to YouTube. Bring it out, type it. Always. So, when I see that no one has ever, talks about it, then that is a mystery. Okay, now, really, Abayewa, you gave it to me because it's a mystery. No one knows about it. So, right now, what do I do when this one also came? Like I said in part 1, I put it on Google, type all the scriptures, some part of it, not all, but the most romantic part, which is Ezekiel 16, that really describes Abayewa's sexual relationship with his people as an illustration, because it's into it. Now, what happens? Christianity by birth is over 3 billion. When we remove by birth, goes for the belief, they are 2.7 billion. Believe me, in this 2.7 billion, the Christendom world, only 2 pastors address this topic. Just to, not that they address it the way I goes about it, through the power of the Ruach HaKodesh. No, they touch on the surface, because everyone is afraid to talk about this particular, issue. The first one quoted, I wish I would have, write down their names. These 2 pastors, I forgot it. So the first pastor now said, this is the problem with the Christendom. He said the Christendom, and I love his quote. I should have wrote down his name to give him credit. To the glory of Abba Yehovah, okay? He said, maybe if I'm able to do it, I'm going to type their 2 names on top of this message or the video. He said, this is the problem with the Christendom. He said, they love to have a relationship with God. They call him God, but nothing wrong with that. God simply means Elohim, okay? But I prefer to call him by his name, I am that I am. That is Yehovah. That is Yud-He Wah-He. That is Ayah-Oweh, He. The one who is, who was, and who will ever be. Okay? So I prefer to call him by his name. God simply means his office. Okay? Now, he said the Christendom, love to have a relationship with God the Father. He said, but here is the missing point. The Christendom, they hate to have a relationship with God the husband. He said, don't you know God is a husband? He said, that is he also stopped here. No one want to dig into it. He ran away. This is how far he went. Then another one. That one also go a little bit deeper. All right, now for the other pastor, that one also went a little bit deeper more than the first one, because Ezekiel 16 has to really, really describe the sexual or relationship of Abba Yehovah. That is why I keep talking about breast. Hosea 2 or Ezekiel 23, he keeps speaking about their breast. Now their breast become, flat. That all these other men, I'm going to read it, okay? So, this man said, this is the most, and I put that Ezekiel 16, he now said, the second person now said, this is the most part 99% pastors don't want to address. He said this place make them so uncomfortable that they don't want to look into it. When it now come to where Abba was really describing the body of a woman, the breast is flat now, and all this other man has brushed the nipple of her virginity. Oh no. He said they will run away, they don't want to talk about it. It's like it's an abomination. He said, we are here today. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to address it as I can. He said, of course, Ezekiel 16 is describing the sexual relationship. That one also called him God. Of God with his people. He said, when he said the way God is putting it, he said no one of them has ever called. He said because God wants to have a relationship that has to do with sex with them. He said, of course, it's an illustration. 100% it is an illustration. But if that is not in him, why should he be giving such illustration? And so your breast is not flat. Other man has pressed it. And said the nipple of the vagina is being brushed by other men. No, it's into it, okay? He said, let us make man in our... That is why he was relating with his people. How it's supposed to be, how the relationship is supposed to be. Okay? So this is how far that one also went. This is how far he also went. It's after that he said, and I said, okay, among almost 3 billion, only 2 people. The first one just touched this. This one also dig a little bit, he also ran away because it makes a lot of people so uncomfortable. The most very part this serpent attacked so heavily, it has to do with Genesis 3. What took over place there? What took place over there? It never wanted to believe that it is sexual activity. Now who goes by? Songs of Solomon. It is sexual innuendo given to us by Abba Yehovah. No, Satan don't want nobody to address that also. It's full of sex. Idiot. Okay now. Revelation. He never wanted to believe that what Revelation stated about the signs of the last day is going to be true. Rather, we want you to rationalize it. You see, so the most difficult and the most saddest part, he really attacked so heavily, it is the sexual part of Abba Yehovah. Okay, that is everywhere. But Satan never wanted to believe that a thing like that is going on. So, like we begin already, the very last part of it all. So, right now, like they say already, if you pervert it, you know where the causes is if you listen to one, because that is the Yud He warning upon his mysteries in me. You can't just come and pervert it. No, it's a cause, okay? If you listen to one already, you're going to see the heavy causes over there. But if you also utilize it to the glory of Abba Yehovah, you're going to see the heavy blessing over there. It is the seal. When you pervert it, it's irrevocable. When you use it, utilize it to the glory of Abba Yehovah, the blessing is settled, eternal. Okay? Yes, it goes that way. Now let's go unveil the leftover part. In the name of Yehovah, power showers up, or power shields up. Yes, in the name of Abba Yehovah, power shields up, glory shields up, testimony overflow everywhere, serpent flies away, new song in my mouth, vision, no stopping dancing on my feet, vision, a vision that shoots me on high, a dancing on dragon's head, vision, outstanding vision, a top story vision, this is breaking news vision, a mighty soul touch vision, a revolution, a soul transformation vision, vision that reveals my divinity, woman on a height of glory vision, a vision that sings the song, bridegroom and his bride. I'm so fired up right now about this vision set on the cloud. Our ears, mouth, eyes must see the hiding perplexity glory in this horrible the holiest word called a singer. We unfold, we unlock. Okay, so right now we proceed now to the first point. How does that work and how did it go? How did it go? Listen now. All right now, one more talk to go. You see, like I said also in part 1, that is the importantness of this a message. Oh no, it is we use, because the royal law make it so clear that what has been given unto you and me from this very royal law, it is our heritage. Okay, listen to part 1 because I won't be able to be quote, or let me just quote it for you, that the secret things belongs unto Abba Yehowa. No one on earth will ever, finish in knowing Abba Yehowa. You can't. So, but the little one that is already been given unto us, we utilize it to the glory of his name. So whatever that is being jotted down in this royal law, it is for you to know who is Abba Yehowa, meant not to be neglected. Man shall not live by bread alone, saith Messiah, but by every single word proceeded out of the mouth of Yehowa. Okay, so if you don't want to know every single word proceeded out of his mouth, therefore you're going to know that of the serpent, the very one that proceeded out of the mouth of the serpent. So that is why it is very necessary you go by the royal law in order for that part not to be filled with the lies of the serpent. You shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. It didn't say for you to know the truth, you have to cast and bend, you have to fast and pray. No, only to know the truth. Because a lie is a bondage, A lie is going to enslave you. Okay, who is a liar? It is the serpent, the liar, and the fathers of all liars. If you refuse to know the reality of Abba Yehowa, therefore you are going to be knowing that of the serpent. And there is no salvation for you when you know that of the serpent and neglect that of Abba Yehowa. You and me simply were to know that Abba Yehowa have a sexual relationship with a woman here on earth, the very mother of Yehoshua HaMashiach. Are you going to dispute that fact? Are you going to rationalize it? No, take it the way it is. Sex originated from this very man we are talking about here. He is a man in his theophany. Go and listen to 1 and 2. In order for you to understand, I won't be able to refer to every point over there. So right now, the point I want to point out for you, that secret things belongs unto Abba Yehowa, that you will never be able to know who is Abba Yehowa, but the one that is already been jotted down for you, Genesis, way down to Revelation, he wants you to know about it. He wants you never to neglect it. He wants you to take it into heart or mind right from Genesis 1 way down to Revelation 22. That was why his son said, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word. He says some part, but by all. Because the one that is being jotted down here for you, it is your glory. It said it is the glory of Abba Yehowa to conceal it. For him to hide something away, it is his glory. But it's not going to be honor and favor on you when you search it out. Okay, that is how it works, and that is how it adds into our lives. Right now, you can read Job about the secret things that belong unto. Job said, no one can be able to search out the secret of Abba Yehowa. Do you know the number of his years? Who is his father and who is his mother? That is a secret. How did it come about? We don't know. Okay, now Job 11:7. Psalm 139 says, Job 36:26, Deuteronomy 29:29, Enoch chapter 60. Go and read it. Enoch said, although he was speaking to the watcher, you were once in heaven, but you thought you know all the mysteries already. He said, all the mystery has not yet revealed unto you, but the one you know, they are worthless. In other words, the one you know, the mystery you know about me, that makes you to revolt against me, are worthless. That is, they are so little. They are so little. The one you don't even know is so huge. Okay, but everyone that he jotted down here for you and me, it is our glory. That one is not concealed anymore. is already being revealed. It is for you now to utilize it. But when you neglect any part of it, therefore you neglecting it. This is the danger in it. As you neglect, oh no, sex is too. Is sex? Is it a sin? No, it is glory. That is the power of procreation. That is the power of oneness. That is the power of two. Because it is. Oh no, it is deep. Sex is deep. Okay. So right now, if you neglect it, Sempe will fill that gap. And when Sempe fill that gap, that is how you be enslaved. That is why it's on that day, I'm going to say to you, they will say, we prophesy, and we cast out devil, and we do many wonders in your name. He will say, no, I never knew you. Who knew them? It was the Sempe. It was the Sempe that knew them, because they refused to know the author of life in his own way. Therefore, Sempe now fill that gap. So that is the danger in it. And he said they are going to be cast into the outer darkness, where there will be gashing of, teeth. So I know you won't like to be a part, likewise I do. That is why I always dig into mysteries. So what is the royal love for? Okay, as you heard already. All right, now we begin with the point 1. You see all my egyo and maba. I'm praising already. Since I knew the mystery already, I'm singing already. I'm singing this sexual sign of I am that I am nature. He is good, glorious, groom, eternal. I'm singing it already. Right now, point 1 goes this way. Sexual song of bridegroom and his bride review the two characteristics of Abba Yehowa in a woman. What is these two characteristics? So let's dig into it. So if Abba Yehowa is not in it, the two characteristics that found in Abba Yehowa, that is in Abba Yehowa, is being given unto the woman as her gift, eternal. So what is these two characteristics? Let's dig into that. So now this song is already going on in heaven. Okay, so you can read Revelation 19, 1 to 9 or 10. The angel, they are singing hallelujah because of what? The wedding supper of the Lamb has come. They are singing the song already. Okay, so you can read that one in your quiet time. So here I am, the two characteristics of Abba Yehowa found in a woman I want to unveil. This is mind-boggling again. When Abba Yehowa began to bring this mystery on my way, I was so much afraid. I said, how am I going to do this? People is going to insult me like they were doing before. He said, no, go. I am the one that sent you. Synagogue of Satan knows about this mystery, but the very first time I heard it from them, I said, these people, they must be demonized. In fact, indeed, they are really Synagogue of Satan. That Abba Yehowa have a wife? Really? But it is true, just that they couldn't unveil it. When you are dealing with strong meat vision as this, you need to unfold. You need to review. When you listen to part 1 and listen to part 2, 100% you yourself is going to be convinced and say, I never knew this thing is over here. So right now, I read now Proverbs. We want to dig into now in this very first point the mysteries of the sexual song of the bridegroom and his bride reveals the two characteristics of Abba Yehowa in a woman. Why should not man not got these two characteristics of Abba Yehowa, but in a woman? That's what we want to dig into. Why did Abba Yehowa elevate a woman into this glory and not man? Listen now. Here I am, Proverbs 18:22. Whoso findeth a wife findeth a good thing. Notice there. Good thing. And obtaineth favor from Yehovah. Please, family, don't be lazy, okay? The time is near. That is why we are doing more, okay? In preparing people, build the house for the returning of Yahushua HaMashiach. Like I said, when I did the mystery of bridegroom, mystery of bridegroom, that is how it's been titled. The mystery of bridegroom reviews Yahushua wedding supper. It is out to part 4. In order for you to really know what was that good, because I'm not going to point it out, it takes about almost 1 hour to unveil these mysteries. So in order for you to know how a woman become a good thing unto a man, please kindly go over there. Okay, kindly go over there. It should be the part 3. Okay, because that was in the mystery of groom. I deal with the mystery of the bride. Okay, in part 1 and 2, part 3 and 4, and now deal with the mysteries of groom. And I also said there's almost one like this mystery of bridegroom coming up. Okay, only that this one have his own title, the mystery of singer, excuse me. Okay, reveals the overall and eternal bridegroom is Abba Yehovah. Okay, so right now this one have his own title. Rather, I would have called it part 5, but rather not called it case 5, article 5. Okay, article 5, case 5 opens is article 5. Okay, that is why when I'm talking, I always pick some verses or refer you to that very part. Like this woman, how does a woman become your good? It is my burglar. I myself was afraid much of that mysteries. Go and listen to it. I won't do that over here. Yeah, I'm an instrumentalist of praiser. Me, I'm ready already. I'm just right now. I'm standing at the gate like Lot did. Genesis 19. When the time now draw nigh for judgment to be given unto Sodom and Gomorrah, Lot stood at the gate, waiting for helper. That is who I am now. I pack all my instrumentalists already of praise and worship. I'm standing at the gate, waiting for the flight to take me home. All right now. So right now, what are we going to do with this point 1? We want to dig into the mystery, the 2 characteristics of Abba Yehovah that is revealed, in a woman. So that is what we want to dig into now. Okay, so right now, this is what I'm going to be doing for now, because since every one of us, neglected this very sexual part of Abba Yehovah, I'm going to be doing it because it's everywhere. It's everywhere from Genesis way down to Revelation. Should I take it again? Proverbs 18:22. Whoso findeth a wife findeth a good thing and obtaineth favor from Abba Yehovah. So why should a woman bring about good? What is good in a woman? Let's go. And again, what is good? That man needs to be found through a woman. Or who is a good? Let me put it that way. What is good? Here I am, Matthew 19. I take from 16. And behold, one came and said unto him, Good master, what good thing? If a man found a what? Wife, he has found what? Good thing. And here is over what good thing shall I do that I may inherit the kingdom of heaven, eternal life? Really, you need the eternal kingdom of heaven? What good thing should I do? And if a man found a wife, found what? Good thing. And what good thing shall I do? Will I do to inherit the kingdom of Yehovah? Man, you need to find a wife in order for that good thing to come unto you. Who is good now? Listen. 17. And he said unto him, Why callest thou me good? There is not good but one, that is Yehovah. But if thou will enter into life, therefore keep the commandment. All right, now we stop over there. Now, who is good? As you know already, it is only Abba Yehovah, no one else. But who did he? Abba Yehovah gave this glory unto a woman. If you don't find a wife, forget it. So you're not going to be finding nothing good at all. When you founded her, therefore their good will be released unto you. And who is good is Abba Yehovah. Then your good thing must you do to inherit the eternal kingdom. You see already the characteristics of Abba Yehovah. And they say him alone is good. It's found in a woman. Go and look for that good thing of Abba Yehovah right in a woman. They said go and look for a man. When you got the man, when you found the man, therefore I'm going to release this very good to you. No. It didn't say when you ascend to heaven, descend here on earth, you will get that good. No. It didn't say when you kill all the nations and resurrect them all back to life, you're going to find the good. No. It didn't say when you have a power like the incredible Hulk, Samson, and go and put that, take off that gate of Babylon. Pull it out with just one of your finger. You ain't gonna find that good. No. But when a man foundeth a wife, It didn't say go and find a girlfriend. That is the poverty side. It didn't say go and find a sex mate. That is the poverty side. But what did it say? Find a wife. In order for you to achieve this good, you need to get a wife. All right now. So that good thing is inside the woman. In another way, woman is the kingdom of heaven. A man needs to inherit from a woman. All right now. Who is good? Abba Yehovah. So what is the good bestowed on a woman for you, man? Like I'll reveal it already. Let me touch on it. Just let you. This very good thing it is. Abba Yehovah have 5 sessions, as this royal law has already been revealed to you and me. He have 5 sessions, angelic 5 sessions. That is what the one is being revealed unto us. Okay, in His heavenly. He said, "Let man be like us." Like I revealed already in part 1 and 2. Abba Yehovah have a wife. And he said unto me, in Revelation 12, the crown of 12 stars are all angels, okay? We also obey part 1 and 2, that Abba Yehovah has children. All angels are his sons. The royal Lord said he has sons, and who gave him that son? It is Mariam. Mariam, it is the wife of Abba Yehovah. That was why, where the word of Abba Yehovah needs to be best here on earth, he said that is the reason why he sent her. He said, because I can't trust any other woman, because he's going to be breaking his law. Okay? He said that was how he sent Maria in flesh to come and give birth to his word. Okay? Then we also unveiled what the author of Hebrews chapter 1 was saying, that which angel has he ever addressed as his son. And I now also said, shame unto you, Christian, if you have to use just one scripture to discredit sense of scripture that proves that Abba Yehovah has son. Then shame unto you. What was the author of Hebrews saying? He is simply saying that Yahushua is more than all the heavenly sons. He is not a son, rather he is the word. He is Abba Yehovah in flesh. He is Abba Yehovah himself. In fact, that Hebrews chapter 1, Abba Yehovah also now addressed his son as Yehovah. He also called his son Yehovah. He has never called none of his angels angelic son. No, his name, no. His word is Yahuwah himself. Alright, now let me not go too details inside that, because I unveiled this already in part 1 and 2. Right now, what are we talking about? Abba was saying, I said, Mariam is his wife. I said, every year. That was how. I don't know when that was. That is said, Mariam, every year. That is the crown of 12 stars upon her head. Every year, she always bring forth 12 sons for him in his heaven. That is how he used her to fill his heaven. That is the good. Man need to find in a woman. Okay, he said this is how he used Maria to fill his heaven. He said every blessed year. That is why she was also pregnant in Revelation. Primarily, it is Maria. Secondly, it is the ministry. Primarily, listen to part 1 in order for you to understand, because primarily it is Maria. She is the one spoken of in Genesis 15. The seed of the woman. That woman over there is Mariam. Revelation 12 primarily is also her. And secondly, it now goes for the ministries. The son over there is Yehoshua HaMashiach. And the crown of 12 stars, that is how revealed unto me every single year. That was how Mariam always give birth to his sons. 12 every year. That was how heaven is filled with angels. Sons, the royal Lord said. Okay, and the sun wrapped her all over. It is the second Adam, and the moon under her feet was the first Adam. He lost it. He couldn't, prevailed over against the dragon or the serpent. So the sun that wrapped her, the greater light, was the planks, of the second Adam. In order for it, I'm doing it very light because I'm not after that now. But I want to just throw it as a little guideline for you. If you want to understand it, just you're going to get it in more detail. So right now, what was the good over there that you need to find? Right now, I mean, you want to say, like I was in the mystery of bridegroom, part 3, go and listen over there. You're going to hear more powerful words than this, okay? This, it's like a guideline for you not to get lost, and also 5 sessions of angels. The first high-ranking angels, Abba Yehovah also said that is his first strength. That is his firstborn, which are the seraphims. Go to Isaiah chapter 6, the banner over his head. The seraphims are the high-ranking angels, the very first strength of Abba Yahweh. Say they are the very first strength of him, the seraphims, okay? Banner all over Abba Yahweh's head. They are the covering of his head. So you will see that in Isaiah chapter 6. They are above all. So this goes by the second ranking angels, which are the cherubims. The cherubims, they cover the mercy seat. Okay, that is the second ranking angels. And the third ranking angels are the four living creatures. They surround his throne. Okay, and goes by the fourth ranking angel, which are the archangels, Michael, Gabriel, Ramiel, Sarakia, Uriel, and Raguel, and Ramiel or Raphael. I said that already. Okay, now. Okay. They are the fourth ranking angels. So the very fifth angel, this royal law unveil it unto us. If you want to get that of Michael, for the the second session angels go to Ezekiel 28 from 11 to 19. You're going to get the references over there. They are the covering cherubim, and then Exodus 25. So the third ranking angels are the four living creatures. You can also go to Revelation chapter 4. You're going to find there over there in chapter 5 and Ezekiel chapter 1 also. And the fourth ranking angel, which is Michael, you can also go to where Daniel chapter 12 verses 1 and Daniel chapter 10 also. You're going to see Gabriel over there. You're going to see Michael over there. And Luke chapter 1, you're also going to see Gabriel over there. That is the fourth ranking angels. And the fifth set of angels are the innumerable angels. I think Hebrew 12:22 also. Hebrew 12:22 or 23. Can I be sure of that? I'm not sure. Yeah, I just check it over now. It is Hebrew 12. I was right, 22. That is innumerable. You can count them, okay? So, these are the 5 sessions the royal law reveal unto you and me from this very one we carried. 5 sessions of angel. And Abba, you want to make the first man and the first woman to look like him. Just as Mara helped him to fill his heaven with all these angels, this is how Abba Yahweh also designed the first man, the first woman to also fill the earth, but they failed. Both of them missed the mark. So that is why Abba Yahweh himself, because he is Yahushua. He is Yahushua, he is his word is it. That is why his son keeps saying, I am my father, we are one. So now he himself is going to do it right here on earth. So right now, what is the good thing? You see Abba Yahweh already. This is his good thought for you. This is how woman become your good. This is how, in other words, woman become your kingdom of heaven. You need to be enriched, okay? For her to bring these 5 sessions of angel here on earth. Whatever that we see here on earth, it is a replica of something that is going on in heaven, apart from the violent side and the iniquity side. It's a replica. A replica of what is in the heavens. When you go to Exodus 25, that is what he said. He said, make sure you build it, you do it according to the pattern shown to you. So the pattern is right from the head. It is a replica. We all know that. That was what Romans 1 at 27. I think I'm going to read it. All right, now here I am, Romans chapter 1 verses 20. For the invisible things of him from the creation of the world are clearly seen, okay, be understood by the things that are made, even his eternal power and Godhead, so that they are without excuse. What is this? It said the invisible. So in order for you to know how heaven look like, or the functioning of the heaven, so you first of all learn from the one that is over here on earth. That is what I did in part 1 and 2. We use the visible things to unveil that which is invisible. The invisible over here is those things in the heavenlies. So, but the one that is being made, says clear. For the invisible things of him, is talking about Abba Yahweh, from the creations of the world are clearly seen, be understood by the things that are made, even his eternal power and Godhead, that they are without excuse. You don't have no excuses, because it said the things here are visible. So for you to understand the invisible one, let the visible one teach you. It says clearly, it's right here to teach. Yeshua said we should learn from the weathers. When it comes like this, you will know it's winter. When it comes like this, you will know it's summer. The invisible, the visible is teaching. The invisible is very clear and very, very open. Okay, so that's how we use it to unveil. You see, this 5 session of angels in heaven, this is what the woman needs to give unto you. Although it's already been polluted, serpent took over, it defied that, her virginity, it polluted the DNA, genetically modified both of them. What was the genetically modified organism now in you and me? It is death, iniquity, suffering. So this is what they brought. It polluted already. That 5 session of angel is going on right now with the serpent. Okay, that is the perverted side. So this is the good thing of Abayewa found in a woman for you. So right now, that also goes now to the other part. All right, now I still need some scripture to go. Genesis Bereshit 2:18. And Yahweh said, and Yahweh Elohim said, it is not good that the man should be alone. I will make him a suitable helpmate for him. You see, it's not good. The only way man is good is having a woman. Go out there and find a wife. That makes it good. And what was the good? We see already. Woman is going to bring down the kingdom of heaven for you. That she's going to be giving you the son that have the characteristics of the seraphims. That's going to banner all over your head. Okay? Now she's going to be bringing forth a son for you that have the characteristics of the covering angels. Okay? That's going to banner again over your mouth system when you relax, when you are taking your rest. That is enjoyment too. Okay, now she's going to be giving you a son that also have the characteristics of the four living creature, surrounding your earth. Okay, they are the 4 pillars of the earth. These are these characteristics. These sons a woman needs to bring for you. And the 4 ranking angels, she's going to be bringing sons that have the characteristics of the archangels, Michael, which demon, the 40 seraphim. Are you going to come now, my father? I will set you ablaze. I will release that quick on you. Is the warrior angels, So that is the sons the woman is going to be giving for you. And the 5th characteristic son she's going to be giving for you will be the multitude angels that worship night and day. That is what going to be worshipped here on earth. But unfortunately, this glory is already been polluted, okay? But Abba Yahweh is still doing it somehow. That is why when you see Samson, you are still going to be getting these characteristics in them, eh? Yes, that is the good thing in a woman for you. That is your heritage. You're going to get only this heritage through a woman. If you don't get it, forget it. Okay? So that is what make you good. The good thought of Abba Yehovah for you is to, to function just like him. That's what he said. So right now we are done with this part. Now, Matthew 19, where we just read, the man said, I've done all this. So. Really? Say, yes, so I'm done. All this, I kept the commandment. All this thing you are just saying now, I've done it. Yahshua said, okay, you want to be perfect? It is time to be empty. Go and give all those, give it away. You want perfection. You see all those your heavy houses, cars, company, whatever. Give it out. By so doing, come and follow me. You must be empty. So, what was the perfection of Adam? Even though Adam have power, authority, names, or animal, Adam is a powerful teacher. He taught these thousands upon thousands upon thousands upon thousands of all angels. He taught them how to eat grass. He taught them how to have sex. He taught them how to, penetrate the woman. He taught them this white raw material that's there's gonna be a white material that is gonna come for you. Put it on in a uterus. He taught goat. He will say, come, your name is goat, okay? You are he goat. You see the other goat, she is he goat. This is your wife. Adam joined them both together. He taught them, you are a goat, don't go for sheep. You don't have sex with sheep. You are a goat, you don't go to malu. You are a goat, you don't go to any other animal except the one that is your kind. Join with her. Do it this way. Adam taught them all these teachings we are seeing today, except the violent part. Adam never did that, the serpent did. Any animal that is so violent, it is serpent taught him that violence. Okay, but every other good part from the animal, Adam did those things. You see, before Abayewa gave him a wife, he got him busy. You can't just sit down and fold your hand. No, you are not responsible, therefore you are not good. He first of all gave him a job to do, and I said, okay, right now, it is not good for this guy to be alone. Let me also make him like us, complete mate. Now, what did he do for him to come to that perfection? Abayewa put him to death. He died. Oh, Robo Shandaya Baba. He died. Killed him. Orimo Shandaya Bo. We are coming to the second characteristics. Or should I unveil that? Let me unveil that before I come back to this deep mystery. This one is another heavy igbe. Heavy, biggie, wavy. This one is serious again. So we are going to unveil the helper side, okay? That is the two characteristics in order for you to grasp these mysteries I'm about to unveil unto you. Let's first of all tackle the part. This is the two names Abayewa gave unto the woman. First, he called her good. Good. It's not good for a man to be alone. The man is going to be good in this. So when I gave him a suitable helper, we see who is good is Abayewa. We see how Abayewa is good, and we see the good thing that is going to come along with the woman. That woman is the kingdom of heaven for you, man. Okay. Now, what was the other part? Helper. Who is our helper again? Abayewa named her good. Abayewa named her helper, and this is the only two characteristics of Abayewa who are not found in a man but in a woman. Abayewa alone is good, is found in a woman. Abayewa is a helper, again is found in a woman. That is her name, helper. All right, now let's see what is helper again, and what is helper, and who is helper again. Listen now. So right now we are here, John chapter 16. Maybe you know already. How can I take it from 7? Nevertheless, I tell you the truth. It is expedient for you that I go away. If I go not away, the helper will not come unto you. But if I depart, I will send him unto you. And when he is come, he will reprove the world of sin, and of righteousness, and of judgment. For sin, because they believe not on me. I'll let the helper aside. When you keep reading, you're gonna find he's the helper. Remember, I asked a question. Why will Abayewa bestowed his two characteristics powerful on a woman? You are a helper. You are good. You are the good. You are the helper. Why? This is what Abayewa called a woman. Enough that for you to find that good, you need to get a wife. If you don't get a wife, I'm not releasing it. Here is the deal. If you get a wife, I give you the good. If you're not, because she's the good, when you find a good thing. If you don't find, sorry, it's not coming. It's not coming. All right now. So answer this question for yourself. Why should Abayewa elevate a woman into this level? He gave the woman his attribute. You are good, and me alone is good. He gave the woman his office of a help. You are a helper. And who is our helper? It is the Ruach HaKodesh. Going to help you, walk you all through to inherit salvation, to inherit the kingdom of Abayewa. He alone does that. He help you to fast. He will repeal when sin is coming. He will let you know, don't go. He will reveal. Oh no. Go and study what the Ruach HaKodesh is doing. That is the job of a woman for a man. Helper. Good. All right, now why should Abayewa bestow this on a woman? So right now, we are going to unveil why should Abayewa bestow these two characteristics of him on in a woman. So here we are, Bereshit 2:21 now. We want to unveil, okay, how he killed the man. The man was being killed, okay. Yahshua said, you want to be perfect, go and empty yourself. Okay, get rid of all this half of perfection to come. Adam, to be perfected, well completed, you need to die for a woman. 21 now. And Yahweh Elohim cast a deep asleep to fall upon the man. In other words, Adam was the one that first of all experienced what is called death. In order for Abayewa to do that surgery in him, he needs to kill him. That is the whatever they are giving unto them to kill them. Okay, but to be resurrected in few hours time or whatever, Abayewa never get him no drug at all, but he put him. That is, he killed him. When you read I think First Thessalonians chapter 5, he was also talking about death. Or John chapter 11, he said, Lazarus sleepeth. Let us go and wake him up. Was he really sleeping? No, it was death. And that is the same deep sleep Abayewa caused upon Adam. And he slept. Okay? And he took one of, let me ask you now, Ima, how can you be sleeping? Someone will just take a sharp object and begin to, and begin to tear your body. You will wake up one time. You will wake up. For them not to wake up, that is why they are using those drugs, to kill them. They are sleeping, they don't know where they are. Okay? Abayewa never used no drug, but he killed them, and the man died. He took away the breath from him. So now he became breathless. Okay? So right now, in order for the woman to come out, listen now, and he took, okay, now let me take, he slept, and he took one of his ribs and closed up the flesh instead thereof, and the rib which Jehovah Elohim had taken from him made he a woman, and brought her unto him. Now listen now, what name Adam also called her? And he said, this is not bone of my bone. Who told him that? It is Abayewa. She came from your bone. Bone of my bones, flesh and the flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman, because she was taken out of man. What is woman? Woman simply also it can go in this way, a woo. When you are cold, you run into your bed, just take that, covering, wool, and wrap yourself all over. You become warm. So this is what woman does for a man. She shade you all over. You see? So the only thing Abayewa made to death for, it was man getting your wife. That is the good. You need to die. Okay? Now we see the second Adam. In order for him to also be eternal bridegroom, he was being put to death by Abayewa right on the cross. Read Isaiah 53. It said it pleased Abayewa to smite him or to smote him. Yes, it must be smote. It must be smote by Abayewa, because Exodus needs to come out from there. Bride needs to come out from there. You are the bridegroom, you need to die. Okay? Adam, first of all, experienced what is being called death. That was why Yahushua also said unto that man, you need perfection, you need to be empty. Adam, you need perfection, you need to be empty, you need to go down the grave. I don't know how long that service took place. For me, I can also say it is 3 days and 3 nights. Because we also know the second Adam, Adam also went, on the ground for 3 days and 3 nights. Now, that is what Romans 1:20 says, that the invisible thing needs to be unveiled with the visible. It says clarity. The invisible is clarity by the things understood by what is being made. Those that is being made is unveiling those things, the invisible, unto you and me. So I can say he also spent 3 days and 3 nights. While Abayewa was doing the surgery, first of all, he has to take away the rib. He has to first of all do the surgery. It is pure practical. Okay, he has to take away. He has to do the surgery. First of all, he killed him. Secondly, he goes out and begins to do the operation to just get one rib out of him. And thirdly, he has to mold that bone into a woman. So here is the divinity of a woman. This is the reason why Abayewa gave these 2 offices also unto woman. Now, how did the bone, only one bone, have you ever been there? Have you ever seen any rib? How can a one rib here become a full woman? How does that go? Let's unveil it. Now listen, we want to get deep. Who made that bone to be a woman? Listen now. Here I am first of all going to read it for your hearing, before I will not unveil why Abayewa bestowed his 2 characteristics on a woman just for her husband. Alright now. Ezekiel 37, 1. The hand of Jehovah was upon me and carried me out in the Ruach, or in the spirit of Jehovah, and set me down in the midst of the valley which was full of bones. And caused me to pass by them around about, and behold, there was very many in the open valley, and lo, they were very dry. Okay. 3 now. And he said unto me, Son of man, can these bones live? And I answered, Oh, Yahuwah Elohim, thou knowest. And again he said unto me, Prophesy upon these bones, and say unto them, O ye dry bones, hear the word of Jehovah. 5. Thus saith Yahuwah Elohim unto these bones, Behold, I will cast breath to enter into you, and ye shall live, and I will lay sinews upon you, and will bring up flesh upon you, and cover you with a skin, and put breath in you, and ye shall live, and ye shall know that I am Jehovah. 7. And so I prophesied as I was commanded, and as I prophesied, there was a noise, and behold, a shaking, and the bones came together, bone to bone. And when I beheld, lo, the sinews, and the flesh came up upon them, and the skin covered them above, but there was no breath in them. And then said he unto me, Prophesy unto the wind, prophesy, son of man, and said to the wind, Thus saith Yahuwah Elohim, Come from the four winds, O breath, and breathe upon this slave, that they may live. So I prophesied, and as he commanded me, and the breath came into them, and they lived and stood up upon their feet, an exceeding great army. Did you get the point? All right, now. When Abayawa took that just one boom, this is how he did it. And who was prophesying? It is the woman, his wife, Mariam. According to the royalist, said, let the elderly woman teach the younger woman how they should handle their husband, how they should love their husband, how they should respect their husband, and how they should take care of the affairs of the family, their children. That is the job of elderly woman for a young woman. This is how you need to do it. That is the glory of the divinity of his wife, Mariam. He said then, as he commanded Ezekiel to prophesy, put this and put that, bones comes to bones. It's the same he told, because Abba Yahweh revealed unto me, that is why you need to listen to part 1 and 2. He revealed unto me that he took one rib of himself. He declared, let there be light. There was a light. He said, already I draw her already, Mama. This is what I'm going to do. This is how I'm going to do it. I let her be. She now become a woman for me. Okay. Now, the elderly woman needs to teach other women. Not Abba you want to teach other women. He said he now gave, that is the position and seat of his wife. He now command Mariam, speak into this dry bone. Command this bone to look like you. Command this bone to be fashioned and shaped just the way you are. And she did. The elderly woman now command the little bone, and bone comes to bone. Okay, after she has done it, also say command us, that you need to come, and it does. And command the skin, and it does. Therefore, he now commanded the very fourth part to go. He now said, okay, in you there is my breath. Okay, I breathe in you. This is how I did yours. Now you also go and breathe into her. And there, the first kawa now came into being. That is how he made it. He said the commandment came from him, but his wife did it. The older woman needs to teach the younger woman. So that is the two characteristics of Abba Yehovah found in a wife. As you have helped me, command her to also help her husband. Although the serpent was more crafty, he was more subtle than any beast of the field. That field over there is the world. That beast over there is you and me. And this serpent is more crafty because what? They are the very hierarchy angels that banner over Yahweh's head in the heavens. They are his firstborn and first strength. In order for you to understand this mystery, please kindly go and listen to part 1 and 2. I keep saying it. You see, so this is how Abayewa, he said woman is the one, his wife is the one that bring about the first woman. He brought about her. He said, I gave her part of me. Of course, she came from Abba Yehovah. I put my spirit, I gave her part of my spirit. That is the breath. That is why a woman is being called. You know what is Ruach? Not just synagogue of Satan is believing this. No. Even some of my brother in the camp of Yazrael also believe that the Ruach HaKodesh is a woman. Abba Yawana said this is why they are saying, calling his spirit a woman. There is feminist, there is feminine, and there is masculine. He said the one I gave unto her is my spirit, but that is the feminine spirit of me. I gave it unto her. I gave it unto her, it now become feminine. But the one in me that I left within myself, it is masculine, eternal. But the one in the woman is also Abiyewa spirit, but he now make that one feminine. And I said, okay, so that is why some brothers, my brothers in the camp of Yazrael, that is why they are calling the Holy Spirit a woman, because he's playing the part, he's a helper. He's been there for you. He's there for you to succeed. He's there for you to make heaven. He's there for you. You know how woman, a mother, a responsible well mother that begs in passion for his son, for her son to prosper. You know how she goes about it. That is exactly what the Ruach HaKodesh is doing for you and me. But the part of the mother part, the part of the feminine, it is that he gave to Mariam. The part of the masculine, it is the one that is with Abba Yehovah. He said the two shall become one. I keep asking, do you think the woman Abba Yehovah have a sexual relationship with? It's going to be just an ordinary woman like you and me? No. We get this glory for our husband through Mariam, the wife of Abba Yehovah eternal. Okay? We participate from it because of her. Okay? So this is the mysteries, how the dry bone become a full grown-up woman. Let the elderly woman teach the younger woman. Maria, the wife of Abba Yehovah, brings about the first woman. You know now, the one in her is feminine. You know what the Ruach, you know the name Adam gave to his wife after the falling? Kawa. Kawa simply means mother of breath of all living. Breath of all living. She is the breath of all living. Adam is not the breath of all living, because someone else shared the fatherhood with him. That is Genesis 3:15, which is Serpent is going to be having children. Okay? But for the woman, no one else. She alone. That is why her husband named her breath of all living. She is the mother of all living. And that is the part some people see as the Ruach HaKodesh. You see, Ruach, Kawa, Ruach. You see, that is breath. She is the mother, that is Kawa. The breath of all living. Ruach. The breath of Abba Yehovah, the breath of Yehovah. That is the meaning. That is, the Ruach simply means, according to some, they said he is the name of is feminine, is the name of a woman. And when I see that same name be given by Adam to his wife after the fall, now you are the breath of all living. But you are a mother of the children of Serpent. You are also a mother of my own children. Mixed together. Okay. So this is the mystery over there. Now, when you go to Matthew 22, you will see Abba Yehovah ordained, you know. Okay, let me also read some part of it before I go to the other points. So that you can take it from Matthew 22, you can take it to where not 11 or so. Yeah, I think it's 11, 12, 13. Yes. Okay, yeah, 13. You can take it up to 13. But I'm only going to read 2 or 1. And Yahushua answered and spake unto them again by parables, and said, the kingdom of heaven is like unto a certain king, which made a marriage for his son. So right now you can take it all to where I just quoted. The certain king over there, like I unveiled in the mystery of bridegroom, is Abba Yehovah. We see how he made that marriage for the first Adam, but that one lost it, and the second Adam is the one to enrich, to restore, to re-enrich the whole fallen kingdom. Is the one to raise it up now. Okay, so he's the son over there, and the seventh, it is the Ruach HaKodesh. Okay, now the Ruach HaKodesh At first, he was being sent, but they resisted him. They didn't listen. The second time, they didn't listen. The third time, said they not kill the servants. Okay. Now, Anan said, how did they kill the Ruach HaKodesh? That is, they not blasphemed him. When you blasphemed him, that is eternal. It will never come nigh you anymore. Rather, it is judgment. As soon as you blasphemed him, when you resist him, okay, he will still try to come. When you push him away, he will still try to come. You see, they resisted first and second. He still keep on coming. The third time, they not killed him. That is, they not blasphemed. So therefore, as you blaspheme, that is how you kill him. It will never come to you anymore. But when in judgment. You see, when they not kill the servants, what happened? Abba Yehowa set their city ablaze. He destroyed their house and set, that is judgment, not set their city ablaze. The Ruach HaKodesh is the ablazed one. That is eternal damnation. No forgiveness, okay? So, and also, you can also go to Matthew 10, when he said, when they arrest you 18 to 20, you are not the one that is going to be speaking. But right away, the Ruach HaKodesh, the spirit of your father inside, is the one to take over now. So those servants represent the Ruach HaKodesh. How did they kill him? They not, blasphemed him. He never come out. And what followed by that? It was judgment, destroyed their sin, and not set them all ablaze. Yes, that is eternal judgment when you blasphemed. No forgiveness for you in this world, neither in the world to come. So that is it. We unveiled there already. Now, this is the most reason why. Since these two characteristics of Abba Yehowa found in a woman, it is judgment, okay? This is the most reason why some women putting their husband to death. Because these two characteristics is in them. You refuse to be a man Yehowa wants you to be. You refuse to play your part. You refuse to stand as a husband. That is why some filthy men lay hands on a pregnant woman. When she is preparing for a new son, you then lay your filthy hands on her. Therefore, she's going to get you slaughtered one day. Because now you blasphemed. Because these two characteristics, you don't blaspheme the Ruach HaKodesh. And she have a part of it from our mother, which is Mariam, the wife of Abba Yehowa. Well, that is so Abba Yehowa needs to put you to death. If you refuse him like he put Adam to death, if you refuse him to put you to death, therefore the woman is going to do it. I see these cases everywhere. Women killing their husband, yes, because that is the nature of Abba Yehowa in them. Not that they are being wicked, not that they are witches or wizards. No, that is judgment. You blasphemed. I'm here to bring heavenly kingdom for you. I'm here. I'm your good. I'm here to do all these wonderful things for you. You lay your hands on me. You cheat on me. You go on the street. You starve me. You neglect me. You abandon me for Jezebel on the street. Therefore, you need to die. I'll get rid of you. But if Abba Yehowa himself put you to death, you won't be doing that. You are going to honor her. You are going to play your part. You're going to appreciate her. You're going to see this heavenly glory in her. And you will respect her for that. And give thanks unto Abba Yehowa. But when you fail to do that, you see the part of Abba Yehowa in her, the Ruach HaKodesh is going to set you ablaze. That's why they are killing you, men. If you don't want to die by the hands of a woman, you better die by the hands of Yehowa. You see how he put the first Adam to death in order for his glory to, completed. This is how he needs to do it to you. Cutting off all those flesh from you, putting you not to work. Go and get a job. You need heavily good. You need to get a job. You can't be sleeping all day. Woman have to do it all. No, she will kill you one day. She's gonna put you to death because you have become so worthless and so useless. You are not meant to be. Okay. So if you don't want a woman to kill you, let Abba Yehowa kill you. That is strip you of flesh, and put you into. In order, when Abba Yehowa kill you, you're gonna be seeing your woman as an angel for you. You won't touch her. Okay. But if he don't kill you, the woman is going to put you to death. Okay, because you are going to be useless before her. You are not going to honor her. You are not going to play your part. You are going to be cheating on her. You are going to be looking down on her. You are going to be starving her. You are going to be seeing her as your enemy. Some men said when they have an argument with their wife, when the woman cook, they will not eat. They will not talk to her. They will run after Jezebel. She will kill you. You running after Jezebel on the street. You neglect my food. You neglect my bed. You don't take my grace, you don't talk to me. You need to die. That is, it doesn't act that way. It doesn't go that way. Okay? So that is the nature of a woman. Because what? These two characteristics of Abba Yehowa is in her. Inherited from her mother, which is Abba Yehowa's wife, Mariam. So right now, when you go to Songs of Solomon, chapter 5, should I still unveil that Abba Yehowa, is into sexual activities with his wife? Should I still unveil? Maybe I'm going to put a little part of it for you. Okay, since it's the very last part of it all, let me also add it a little bit for you. So here I am, Sons of Solomon. We know Sons of Solomon, it is sexual innuendo given unto you and me about Haba Yehovah. Okay, so I want to read some part for you. Then I will do some parts. How Abba Yehovah, God of his wife pregnant, of Yahushua HaMashiach, the very Messiah he knows about, the very one that Luke chapter 1, gave us a little inch about. He didn't go deep into it. Okay. He said it is the glory, it pleases Abba Yehovah to conceal a thing from you. But it will not be your glory and honor for you to search it out. That's what we are doing over here, using the visible one to unveil the invisible one, as Romans 1:20 says. Here I am, Sons of Solomon 5, I take it from 1. I am come into my garden, my sister and my spouse. I have gathered my meal with my spice. I have eaten my honey cube. You see now it's eating something, okay? We're also going to see from Israel. Israel was also eating apple. And Abba Yahweh also ate something. All right, now we know he's speaking about husband and wife over here. Are you agree? Do you agree with that? They are eating something, no problem. I have eaten my honey cube with my honey. I have drunk my wine with my milk. What is the wine over there? Let me unveil. The arousal fluid. What was the honey cube? Is having sex with his wife, okay? I have drunk the arousal fluid. He drink it, okay? With a milk, yeah, that is it is woman's vagina. That is sucking a woman, okay? He pour milk into it and he drink. Therefore, he's now also encouraging you. He said, do it, friends. He said, I have drunk my wine with milk. Eat, oh yeah, friends. Drink. Yeah, drink abundantly, oh beloved. He's teaching you to do it, okay? So now, I sleep with my heart awaketh. It is the voice of my beloved that knocketh, saying, open to me, my sister, my love, my dove, my undefiled. For my head is filled with dew, and my locks with the drop of the night. Says, all right now. I put off my coat. The heart is ready. The rod is ready for action and for job. How shall I put it back now that it's already, here he's talking about he got already, he erected. I can't bring it down until I bang bang. I have washed my feet. When I take the whole prepare for this holy service. How shall I defile? If I don't do it, it's gonna be defiled, because the testers, when the seventh hormones called interstitial cell stimulating hormones, stimulating hormones, when they already prepare your heart for the action. I think it's the sixth hormones responsible, or the fifth hormones or sixth hormones responsible for sexual activity is the one to plant it in your heart. I need it. Then you will be hungry of it. Either fifth or sixth hormones, when you have done that, therefore, the seventh hormones will not prepare the sperm in your testes. Okay, the quality or the quantity that needs to be dispatched at each given sex activities, it prepares. As far as the sixth hormones already prepare your heart for sex, therefore the seventh hormones will pick it up and prepare the sperm that needs to be released at that one a time given point. It will drop it now into your testes, and when you already prepare and drop it over there, you can't put it, but it can't go back. And if you don't pull it out, if you don't ejaculate, it's going to be problem. And that is how you define. So how can I define myself? Because it's already been prepared. The seventh hormones needs to push it out. It needs to give it out to a woman. Therefore, say if you don't, I cannot define myself because it's already been prepared. It needs to be given. My beloved put his hand. Listen now, I'm coming back, and when you also come to Abba, you will also see the same exactly. For my beloved put his hand by the hole of the door. It was using his hand, upon the clitoris. That is the hole of the door, our vagina. And my bowels were moved for him. The clitoris also get erected, okay? Powerfully for him. 5. I rose up to open, of course, for my beloved. And my hands dropped with a meal, and my fingers with a sweet smelling meal upon the handle of the lock. Vagina. Killers. Okay. Now that I prepare your heart already, let's go and see that of Abba Yehovah. So already we'll see how that of the King Solomon. So right now, let us also see that of Abayewa, how he did it exactly. What mystery do you still need? When you go to Revelation 11:19, he said the temple was open. What did they say when the temple of Abayewa was open? The Ark of the Covenant, which is what? His wife. Listen to part 1, because we prove that Ark of the Covenant powerful. It is his wife, seated by him right in his throne. We also go to Revelation 15 also, it was opened. What did they see? Only the Ark of the Covenant. And we'll prove it that the Ark of the Covenant is married powerfully. This is my burglary. Now I'm going to take it from 1 for you to know how Abayewa did it. He's doing it, okay? He's doing it. It is his delicious meal. Don't dispute it. Then I read from verses 1. Now the apostles were in the place Chichon with Mariam. And Bartholomew came and said unto Kepha and Andrew and John, let us ask her that is highly favored, how she conceived the incomprehensible, or how she bore him that cannot be carried, or how she brought forth so much greatness. But they doubted to ask her. 3. Bartholomew therefore said unto Kepha, thou that art the chief, and thy teacher, and my teacher, draw nigh and ask her. But Kepha said to John, thou art a virgin, and undefiled, and beloved, and thou must ask her. Now they want to know how Abayewa, plant that seed into our womb. That is what they are debating over here. If you want to know about Bartholomew, you can go to Acts of Apostle chapter 1. It is Yahushua disciple, okay? And now 4. And they all doubted and dispute. Bartholomew came nigh unto her with a cheerful countenance and said to her, thou that art highly favored, the tabernacle of the Most High Yahuwah, undefiled. We, even all the apostles, ask thee, or all the apostles have sent me to ask thee, to tell us how thou didst conceive the incomprehensible, or how thou didst bear him that cannot contain by 7 heaven, that cannot be contained by 5 now. But Mariam, listen now, it's a mystery. But Mariam said unto them, ask me not, don't even ask me, don't connive me, ask me not. She said, ask me not, or you do ye indeed ask me concerning these mysteries? He questioned them. First he said, don't even ask, don't go there. Again I said, do ye ask me concerning, do ye ask me? He said, do ye indeed ask me concerning these mysteries? Listen now. If I should begin to tell you, fire will issue forth out of my mouth and shall consume all the world. He said the whole world is going to be consumed if I reveal this mystery. So do you see how deep it is that Abayewa is having sex, that sex originated from Abayewa, that he has sex with me? He said fire is going to come out from my mouth and it's going to consume the whole world. Because why? Because the whole world see it as a taboo that Almighty Yahuwah can't do it. It's going to be a heavy blast upon the whole world. It's going to be a bomb on them. Fire, that is the fire that's going to consume the whole world. Now, sis. But they continued. They want to know like I do. But they continued yet the more to ask her. And she said, for she could not refuse to hear the apostles said, let us stand up in prayer. So when she now said that she could not resist them anymore, running away from them anymore, because every now and every day by day they keep asking him, they want to know, he said the more she pushed them away, the more they ask her. So when she now see that she can't run away from it anymore, I need to touch this light of it, I need to tear this apart. Oh, Robo Shandaya. So then she now made up her mind, let me just give them a little part, or let's not do it as a riddle, or as innuendo, sexual innuendo, give it unto me. Let me also put them in that, so that they will go and be pondering over it. Okay? Because it's a huge mystery. Why? Because no one thought about it. Everyone neglected this very office. They don't want to look it. Everyone is so afraid. Likewise do I. When they first of all come to me, I was so much afraid. I said, no, you want people to insult me. You want them to call me demon. This is heavy. I've never heard of it. Oh, I was panicking. I said, but I sent you. And when he now pull out that demon that was putting fear into me not to talk, that demon bind me seriously. When he now open my eye to see the demon that is putting fear into me not to talk about it, oh, and I said, this is bondage also. Yes, he said, because that is the demon that hold you bound not to talk about it, rather to be talking about his own. He now root out that serpent away from me. The fear right away now left me. So that is why my mouth opened so wide, talking about it. I have no fear at all. We prove it from the royal law. Through the visible one, we now unveil the invisible. So now verse 7. So he said now 6, he said, okay, I can't run away from them anymore. But before we start, we need to pray. 7 now. And the apostles stood behind Mariam. But she said unto Kepha, Kepha, thou chief, thou great pillar, standest thou behind us? Said not our Adonai, the head of the man is Yahushua. Now, therefore, stand ye before me and pray. You see how huge is the mystery. We need first of all to pray it. But they said unto her, indeed did Yahuwah set his tabernacle, and it was his good pleasure that thou shouldest contain him. If he give you the son or not will, you are the one to pray. And it was his good pleasure that thou didst contain him, and thou oughtest to be the leader in the prayer. Okay? In the prayer. 9. But she said unto them, Yea, as shining stars, and as the prophet said, I did lift up my eyes unto the hills, from whence shall come my help. Yea, therefore, all the hills, and it beloveth, yea, you to pray. And he behave you to pray. Okay, now 10. The apostle said unto her, thou oughtest to pray. You are the one, because we don't know what this mystery is. So you are the one. Pray to your husband. We don't know what to pray for. The apostle said unto her, thou oughtest to pray. Thou art the mother of the heavenly King. You pray, Mariam. 11. Mariam saith unto them, in your likeness the Yahuwah formed the sparrows, and sent them forth into the four corners of the world. But they say unto her, he that is contained, sacred, contained by thee. You need to protect it now. Then when she now sees the because you are the one that knows the mystery. You are the one that needs to pray about that thing we don't know. 13. The Mariam stood before them and spread out her hands towards the heaven and began to speak thus. Alright now. I began to speak thus. Oh Yehovah, the exceeding great and all wise and King of the whole world, King of ages, that art not to be described, the infallible, that didst establish the greatness of the heavens and all the things by a word, that out of darkness didst consist, and fastening together the pillars of heaven in harmony, didst bring into a shape the matter that was in confusion. Didst thou, because the matter that was in confusion, it was what took place in Genesis. You know, the war begins in heaven. That matter was in confusion, but I bet you want to bring it into being. Didst bring into order the things that were without order. Didst put the darkness from the light. Didst establish in one place the foundation of the waters. Thou that makest the being of the hair to tremble, and at the fear of them that are on on the earth, that didst settle the earth, and not suffer it to perish, and and feedest it, which is the nourisher of all things, with a shower of blessing. The Father, thou whom the seven heavens highly contained, but who was well pleased to be contained without pay in me, thou that art thyself the full word of the Father, in whom all things came to be, give glory to thy exceeding great name, and bind me to speak before thy holy ones. 14 now. And when she had ended the prayer, she began to say unto them, let us sit down, because the mystery want to be unveiled now. Let us sit down upon the ground, and upon come thou, Kepha, the chief, and sit on my right hand, and put thy left hand beneath my armpit, and thou, Andrew, do so on my left hand. And thou, John, the virgin, behold, excuse me, it will fall out of my hand. The virgin, behold together my bosom, and thou, Bartholomew, set thy knees against my back, and hold my shoulders, lest when I begin to speak, my bones being loosed from one another. You see, because it's a huge mystery. The world has never ever knows about. It's heavy. He said, because when I begin to speak about this thing, so that my bone is not dislocated, it is heavy. Do you think it's just food and bread? Now 15. And when they had so done, she began to say, when I abode in the temple of Yahuwah, and received my food from an angel on a certain day, there appeared unto me one in the likeness of an angel. This is how the service started already. But his face was incomprehensible, and he had not in his hand bread or cup, as did the angel which came to me affirmate. The angel he is talking about, there are two angels here. One look like angel, the other one angel. The angel here, it is Havriel. Havriel in the Luke chapter 1, he was the one who gave her this message, of glad tidings. All right, now I read 16. And straight away the rope of the temple was rent, and there was a very great earthquake, and I fell upon the earth, for I was not able to endure the sight of him. 17. But he put his hand beneath on me, and raised me up, and I looked up, and I looked up into heaven, and there came a cloud of dew. It said, for the Holy One to be born, you are going to be overshadowed by the Ruach HaKodesh. Overshadowed. This is how the Ruach HaKodesh overshadowed her. He said, but he put his hand beneath me, and raised me up, and I looked up into heaven, and there came a cloud of dew, and sprinkled me from the head to the feet. And he wiped me with his robe. Go to Ruth chapter 9, 3 verses 9. Ruth now said unto Boaz, wrap me with your garment. Robe means garment, robe means skirt. You can see that in Ezekiel chapter 16. And Abba Yowana wrapped her all over with his garment. 18. And said unto me, hail, thou that art highly favored, the chosen vessel, grace inexhaustible. And he smote his garment, listen now, that same garment, and he smote his garment upon the right hand, and there came a very large great bread. They want to eat something. And he set it upon the altar of the temple. That is the holiest of holies. That is where the sex is going on. Holiest of holies is Abba Yowa's sex bed, okay? Let me be plain. And did upon the temple, and did eat of it first himself, and gave unto me also. And again he smote his garment upon the left hand, and there came a very great large cup full of wine, And he set it upon the altar of the temple, and did drink of it first himself, and gave also unto me, and I beheld and saw and I drink also, and I beheld and saw the bread and the cup whole as the well. This is what Abba Yewa revealed unto me in this case. You see, they ate the bread, but the bread were never diminished. They drank the full cup of wine, but nothing happened, it was still full. The woman, this is how Abba Yewa created woman, to be a perpetual virgin. This is what some Catholicism, this is the part that Catholicism is also playing. Okay, that Mariam, she is a perpetual virgin. That is true, but not the flesh that you assume death with. Okay, the flesh, the sea is broken. But the very Mariam, like I unveiled in parts 1 and 2, that Mariam has the capacity to also separate himself, just like us. Abba Yewa is 3 in 1. The same with Mariam. Mariam, flesh and body, and flesh, soul and body, was with Joseph. Soul and flesh, that was the other Mariam Magdala, the very filthy part of her. Why the holy part of her was playing a part to bring into this world the will of her husband to redeem you and me. And a filthy part was not. He said Yahushua became, being touched by all sin, but he never sinned. But the part of the woman sinned. Soul and flesh. Abba Yewa deal with the spirit, did not deal with flesh at all. So the flesh part of it was playing the first part of Kawa, the one that fell in Genesis 3. Okay, Abba Yewa is a practical, he loved practical. So Mariam, Abba Yewa also gave her that ability to, separate herself into 3 different beings. She operates here as a holy part, and she operates also as a filthy part. And she's also operating in heaven when this ministry comes into reality. The most holy part of her, that is the spirit. That is the spirit of it all. That is the one Abba Yewa is working with. Yes, Yahushua is here, is there. Abba Yewa also gave that capacity to his wife, because he said 2 shall become 1. We see he gave his spirit and he gave him part for her. Okay, so right now, he said they come, never, everything was still full as before. So this is what a woman is supposed to be. That even though your husband is coming into you every day, your husband needs to be disvirgining you every day. He needs to be disvirgining you every day. That is why Abba Yewa complain. In Ezekiel 23, you can read it. He said, her breast now is not become so flat. That is the pressed her breast. Or that may pressed her breast. And then I brushed the nipple of her virginity. That is, they remove the seal. If Abba Yewa is not into it, why should he be complaining in this manner that your breast now is pressed, is flat, your virginity is no more virgin, is loose, because other man has already brushed, the nipples of it. It's into it. That is why he was communicating with us in a riddle, so that we won't find it difficult when the mystery begins to unveil. You won't find it difficult. Say, hey, so this is the reason why he's talking like this. When you also go to Ezekiel chapter 16, he talks about it again. And say your breast now is not fashioned, fully developed. You see? So it's into it. When you really come to this, are sexual innuendo of Abba Yehowa. Okay? This is the sexual part of Abba Yehowa. Want you to know. That is why he put all those things over there. In case he begin to reveal it, you will find it difficult. If it's not, why should he be saying our virginity, is bruised by other man? They remove the seal. Now it's become loose. Our breast is now flat, pressed. But why should he be communicating with us in that manner? Yeah, it is the sexual sign of him. It's giving us sign that this is what I do. I'm the one who brought you into it. So it's that told me then, when Maria was fully, if it's not when, before and when the last exile of this ministry, it is found in Revelation 12. The woman that fled into wilderness. That simply means the wilderness. The ministry is in the wilderness. But the last exile to consummate it is not going to be after the 3.5 years. Okay? So that is what Messiah, Daniel also saw in Daniel chapter 24, way down to 27. He said he's going to anoint the most holy of holy. The most holiest of holies, the most holy, which is holiest of holies, it is Abba Yewa's sex bed. He said he never brought Satan or serpent, he never made them to procreate. So as soon as they forced their way into it, Abba Yewa pack off. Ever since then, he pack off and separate until he put all things in order, just like his wife said. Okay, everything that is a confusion, he put in order. He packed off. So when Messiah come those days, our forefather rejected him. They allowed him to confirm the covenant. So that is why it's still left 1 week of years, to confirm that covenant. So as soon as we accept him, just as our forefather accepted the first covenant in Shemo, chapter 19, Exodus 19. This is how all of us again, when it come now, we are going to accept the second covenant in order for him to confirm it with us. So as soon as we accept him, therefore the covenant and the eternal one will be consummated. And this is how he will cleanse the holies of holies. The holies of holies is so filthy now. That is the sex bed of Abba Yahweh. It's so filthy now. How you see red light, you see gay man having sex with man, woman having sex with woman, prostitution. This is how they pollute it. It's the most holiest food, but now is the most filthy thing you ever think about. So that is why as soon as his son comes now, we accept him. Then he will confirm the covenant. The holies of holies will be cleansed. Then Abba Yahweh come back to his service again. You're going to see it. We see the sun already. A woman clothed with the sun, with the moon on their face, and the crown of 12 stars. Just as she helped Abba Yahweh to fill his heaven with his own spiritual children, the same day she is going to help Abba Yahweh to fill this earth with Abba Yahweh's children. He's not giving it anymore to man. He himself is going to do it. So she's a perpetual virgin. That is 100% truth. 29. And he said unto me, yet 3 years, and I will send my word unto thee, and then shall conceive my son, and through him shall the whole creation be saved. Peace be unto you. Abba Yahweh told me that 3 years is an error. Rather, they should have said 3 days. A year as a day, an hour. A year as a day, a day as 1,000 years. We have it in the royal law. 1 day like a year, 1 day as 1,000. We have it. Now they say 3 years. How can sexual activities keep going on for a whole 3 years in order to plant a seed? That is incorrect. Okay, so there's error. Rather, they should have just write 3 days. Okay, 3 days. That's a 1 hour for a day. 1 hour for a day, because it said the service lasted 3 hours in heaven. This service took place in heaven, not here on earth. Luke chapter 1 just put it simple, but his word really conveyed. You see, she was being cut into heaven, and for the service to take place, they were in the sex bed altar. That is the temple. Okay, you see now the bread was Abba Yahweh's penis, and the wine was the sperm. Right away, the service lasted for 3 hours. I cannot say 3 minutes. No. Before we finish eating the bread, it's already 3 minutes. Okay. So rather, the service lasted for 3 hours. Okay. They ate the bread, they ate the bread, they ate the bread. The man ate something, the woman ate something. Okay. So after that, they drank something. That is the one. Abba Yahweh drank arosa fluid. And the woman also drank something for her. That is from him. That is the sperm. They eat the bread. That is a sex activity. But Abba Yahweh want her to put it in this manner. Okay. All right now. So the bread was his penis. We see Solomon was also eating something. We also come into Solomon, Sons of Solomon chapter 2. Now I read part 21 verses 21. And when he has so said this, he vanished away from my eyes. He vanished, and he vanished away from my eyes, and the temple was restored as it had been before. And as she 22, and as she was saying this, fire issued out of her mouth, and the world was at the point to come to an end. But Yehoshua appeared quickly and laid his hand upon her mouth, and said unto Mariam, utter not this mystery, or this day my whole creation will come to an end. And the fire from her mouth ceased, and the apostles were taken with fear, lest Abba Yahuwah should be wroth with them, because you brought her into it, because it's a huge mystery that his son needs to cover up. It's okay. It's okay. When you unveiled it now, it's a heavy mystery, okay? All right, now here I am, Sons of Solomon chapter 2. I take it from 3 to 6. What they were eating, it is sexual in the word, okay? That is how her husband wants her to put it. I read now. Sons of Solomon 2:3-6. And the apple has the apple tree among trees of the wood, so is my beloved among the sons. What is apple? Okay, now I sat down under his shadow. When you go to Luke chapter 1, it said the power of heaven is gonna overshadow you. What shadow was she under? It said for the Holy One to be conceived, the power of heaven is going to overshadow you. And Sons of Solomon said, I sat down under this is shadow. It says activities, okay, with great delight, okay, with great delight, and his fruit was sweet to my taste. They were eating something, apple. The other one said bread. This one said apple. It's okay, no problem. He brought me to the banqueting house. You also see where Abayewa appeared unto her. He brought her to the sex temple, to the holiest of holies. That is where the sex bed is. He brought me to the banqueting house. Exactly what Abayewa did with his wife. He brought her to the banqueting house. That is to his sex bed, the holiest of holies. And his love banner over me. You see the dew of heaven. He said that the cloud of dew now he now wiped her with a cloud of dew all over from the crowns of her hair way down to the sole of her feet. That is the banner, the sexual activity. Stirred me, now 5, stirred me with flagons. What is flagon? It is drinking objects, okay? It could be wine, whatever, anything drinkable. Flagons, okay? And we see both of them were also drinking something. Exactly what Solomon was drinking from his wife, the Arosa flute. Abayewa also drank it from Mariam. And Mariam also drank something. Flagons. Comfort me with apples. That is his peanuts. Okay. And Abayewa's peanuts, it is bread. But this one, she called her husband own apple. And Mariam called Abayewa's own bread. It is peanuts. Mahu, the rod. For I am sick of love. What the Mariam also said, he said the sight of this very man, it was so fat. He said, I could not bear the sight of it. It was heavy on her. This one said, I'm sick of love. 6 now. His right hand is under my head. What was that? When Abayewa struck his right garment, what comes out from the right hand of Abayewa? Bread. That is his peanuts. Get ready to serve. Okay. And his left hand doeth embrace me. What is the left hand? The right hand starts the journey, which is the peanuts, and the left hand is to release it. That is the sperm. And Maria also said, when Abayewa struck his left hand garment, what comes out? Wine. And then I drink something. That is the, a consummation of it. Abayewa is now released. So these are sexual innuendo unspeakable. You want to dare? Not try my father. He is fully loaded with a mistress. So this is the very part of Abayewa I wanted to add, or I've already added. Just one more to go before we go for the second point. So as we are talking about, Mariam has her own kingdom in heaven. Abayewa revealed it unto me, was powerful. It's another unique, glorious place. Oh, my Father, unspeakable. She have her own kingdom as we are talking. Okay. And our kingdom is full of women. These women, not that Abayewa don't have a female angel. These women, who are they? Every single man have their own kawa inside of them. Your kawa must come out from you. Okay, that is what, just going to mystery of bridegroom, you're going to find it over there. Okay, Abayewa don't have female angel. Now, who are these women? It is the one that already come here on earth and die, because they are not going to return back to the bone where they came from. Now, rather than that goes now to the kingdom of the woman, are waiting there. When Yahushua is coming out, the tribe of Yehuda, they are coming along with him. So they are all over there. The woman goes to the kingdom of Abayewa's wife, which is Mariam. The woman goes straight over there, while the man goes to that of Abayewa. It is awesome. This is deep mysteries, okay? It's heavy. I saw it. Women, that kingdom was full of women. Say yes. Because he made it all already. He's not going to return you back to the bone. No, you are woman eternal. Goes to the kingdom of the woman. Maria have people, she have every single daughters of Zion is in her kingdom, because the elder woman must teach the younger woman. And as Yahushua is coming, they are all coming. Man and woman is going to be existing here on earth eternal. So they are not returning back to just one bull. It's being made is over for all eternity. So the woman goes to the kingdom of Abba Yehoah's wife, while the man goes to the kingdom of Abba Yehoah. And when the women come around, they want to receive them. I want to read now also again from the visions of Apostle Shehu. You can go to 2 Corinthians 12. This is the very vision he himself said is not lawful to speak out. I want to read chapter 46. Okay. Then I read. This was the vision over there. While I was yet looking, when it was being cut into the third heaven, way down to the seventh heaven, you will see it from where I just quoted. So 2 Corinthians 12. While I was yet looking upon the tree, I saw a virgin coming from afar, and 200 angels before her singing hymns. She is being worshipped, just like our husband. It was awesome. It was so awesome. Whenever you walk cut me to Akida, I say, please leave me here. I don't want to come back to this sinful world. Just leave me here. Her part, even though her ministry is in Ezra, but her part is powerful. It's, dancing, jubilating. She have a kingdom, powerful kingdom. So I saw a virgin coming from far, and 200 angels before her singing hymns. And I asked and said, Sir, who is she who comes in so great glory? And he said to me, this is Mariam, the virgin, the mother of Yahushua. And coming anigh me, she saluted me and said, okay, I want to drop over there for the sake of time. You see, any woman, not only woman, any man or woman that makes it to heaven, they must first of all visit Mariam. When you keep reading, you're going to see it over there. She is the one to welcome them. So the woman will not remain with her, while the men will not go to the camp of men. It's been separated. But the angel that meant not to be procreate, like Havrel, Michael, they are male. Abba Yehoah have no female angel. The one that is waiting for the time of Yahushua coming, they are not angels, to be working for Abba Yehoah. Rather, they are angels to worship him. But they are female and they are male. They are coming back here on earth. Here is when you go to Revelation 5, it says we will rule on earth forever. So the male is still male and the female is still female. But the female is never been assigned to be going like Michael, like Havrel, like Raguel, Sarakia, Uriah. No, Ramia. They are not meant to be. Okay, they are just there waiting. When you also go to Revelation, so you're going to see it over there. They are just there waiting now for the time of reformation, for them to return back to here on earth is where their heritage is. So family, we are done with the point. So you see how heavy it is? The first alphabet was also heavy. The first point is also heavy. This has to do with Abba Yehoah. It's not small mystery. All right, now we proceed now to the very second point. We have up to 3 points. This is what you made me to be. And I love what you make me to be. Thank you so much for what you make my life to be. Yeah. And I love so much what you make me to be. This is what you make my life to be. Yeah. Thank you so much for what you make me to be. So family, now we go for the point 2. How does that also work? Remember I said in part 2 or 3, part 1 or 2 that I'm going to do the triumphant entry. All right, now that is the point 2. Point 2 goes this way. Triumphant entry songs. Okay, so we want to sing the song they sang over there. This one is also heavy. So right now you can read from Matthew 21 to 22 or so, but I'm going to pick some part for the sake of time. Maybe other time I'm going to dig more into it, because there we see the feature that was being caused. Okay, I wanted to address it, but I don't know if my time will be enough for me to do that. All right, now I read now first one. When they draw nigh unto Jerusalem, and we are come to unto the Mount of Olives. Okay, all right, now I go for to say unto them, go into the village over against you, and straight away ye shall find an axe tied and a coat with her. Loose them and bring them unto me. And if any man say, out unto you, ye shall say, Adonai hath need of them, and straightway he will send them. All this was done that it might be fulfilled which was spoken by the prophet, saying, this is Zechariah, tell ye the daughters of Zion, behold, thy king cometh unto thee, meek and sitting upon a donkey and a colt for the. Okay, now. And the disciple went in. Okay, let me first of all break this down. Exactly what he told them they did so. Okay, let me first of all break it down. Now you see now the verses 2. No, 3 now be, or 4. To lose the donkey. And this donkey, no man has ever, sat on it. Alright, now, here's a word for you and me. We know animal pacified us, or we pacified animal. We are being called sheep. Okay, some is also being called goat. And some is also being called serpent. You see the serpent, you viper. Okay, and some is also being called beast. Okay, and some is also called lamb and dove. Okay, so it goes in that way. And here now, to my understanding, innovation also come from this very place. Acts never, being used by anyone, being tied in one place by a so-called owner. And this is what the serpent did unto you and me, or let me be referring to myself, or maybe also include you. This is how he tied us. He never want my life to be useful unto Abba Yehovah. He never want me to return back to my creator for me to be useful unto him. For me, I never knew that my life is going to be useful unto Abba Yehovah. Being tied in one place by the so-called owner, by the so-called thief, by the so-called serpent, for me not to be useful unto my king. It tied me in one place for me to be, limited, for me not to come to the access of who I am, for me not to access the glory of Abba Yehovah in me. He just tied me in one place. He limited my life. He limited my movement for me to remain in one place eternal. But Yahushua now said, go and loose. This is the song we sang on the very day he triumphed. What is the triumphant entry? What does it mean? It is big dawn, 10th day of the first biblical month. Exodus chapter 12. It said on the 10th, bring in the lamb of Passover into your house. Alright? So that was big dawn, first day of the week. The one you call Sunday, a few days ago. Okay? So it was so sad that I were unable to address this part. Okay, so on the 10th day of the first month, 4 days to go to the cross, Yahushua entered. And because in the first place where Passover was being instituted, now everyone needs to take that lamb into their houses, for 4 days before they will slaughter the lamb for the Passover. Okay, so right now, that was what he was fulfilling. That is the triumphant entry. Everyone needs to take this animal or whatever, lamb or goat, into their house. Right again, since he is the eternal Lamb of heaven that come to take away the sins of mankind, he now also enter into Jerusalem on the 10th of the first month of the year, 4 days to cross to the cross. He himself now also enter into Jerusalem, and we now see all of them accepted him, because the lamb must be taken into house. This is how he entered into the family of Israel and be accepted by them all. Okay, and the song was being sing, or whatever was being sung before him. We're going to sing that song. We have to reveal the mysteries of song, of sing, excuse me. Okay, so right now I was being tied by the so-called rightful owner. His serpent, devil, owns my life. Tie me and limiting me in one place, but I never knew my life is going to be useful in this way. I never knew it's going to use my life to the glory of his name in this mighty way. As I was being loosed, as you were being loosed, that is the triumphant entry. He came to set free. That is the first glory. So now we proceed to the very second glory. What does that also go for? We read also. Alright, now read 7. And brought the donkey and the colt, and put on them their clothes, and they sat, and there sat him thereon. So what does this also go? We as pacified animal or whatever, you see, let Yahushua ride on you. let Yahushua HaMashiach ride on your life? Will you allow him to sit on you and to begin to direct you rather than you be tied in one place? This is the time of freedom we are talking about. This is the music of freedom we are making over here. Will you allow him to sit on you? Because when he now becomes your driver, oh, that is heaven on earth. Okay? Now, what do? They now lay down their cloth on this day, the 10th day of the first biblical month. They now put all their clothes. What happened? Your clothes simply represent your covering. Your praise simply represent your glory, your garment. What happened? They laid down their life, just as the 24 elders did right in Revelation 4. That when they are going to praise Abba Yahweh, what did they do? They cast down their crown. You know when King David was, Ark of the Covenant was being brought into the city of David. What did he took off his dress? You can also take off your flesh. Lay it down. Let it walk up on it. It can also represent your old garment. Take it off. Your old garment that they once used to tie you, limit you in one place. Take it down and let it walk on it. And let it walk on. Yes. As I was being loosed, that old filthy garment placed on me by the Sempe was being taken off and I lay down. I not sat at me and I began to die. I never know my life is going to be useful in this glorious way. I never knew. I thought I would just not be limited in one place. Knowing just John 3:60 or knowing that the wickedness of Sempe. No. But my life was designed in this glorious way for me to be useful unto my Yahushua HaMashiach, unto my husband, eternal Yahuwah, Aloha. 8 now. And a very great multitude spread their garments in the way. We laid our garment, we laid our flesh, we laid our filthy garment in the way for him, to ride on it. Others cut now, see another mysteries over here. Others cut down branches from the trees, and still work them in the way. We are coming right back to that. And the multitude that let me first of all unveil this before we come and sing the song of triumphant entry. Now the branches from the trees. What does that also go for? It's deep, okay? Okay, now for the animal pair, Yehuda is the lion of the tribe of Yehuda. You can read Genesis 49, 8 to 11 or 12, from verses 8 to 12. Just as a references, okay? Also, Zechariah 9, verses 9, okay, where we read already in Matthew, Exodus 12, okay, John chapter 2, he begins. Let me just read it all right now. So here I am. I want to talk about the branches and the tree. They cut some branches from the trees and, just throw it down along with their garment. So I want to see what that branches is or what the tree is also. Here I am, Revelation 7, 9. After this I beheld, and lo, a great multitude, a great multitude also laid down their garment and have branches on their head. All right now, which no man could number, of all nations, and kindreds, and people, and tongues, stood before the throne, and before the Lamb, clothed with white robe. You see, that was our old garment we cast down, and here is the new garment upon us, white robe. That is the glorified body we speaks about. We lay down the old body for a glorified body to be given unto us. Listen now. And palms in their hands. Palms. Triumphant entry. Because these people, they triumph over the dragon. They refuse to take the mark of the beast from the four corners of the earth. Primarily, here he's speaking about the Yisrael that's scattered in the four corners of the earth. He's speaking about the people of the book. Meanwhile, when we are talking about the people of the book, the Gentile is going to be 7. For them, all eternal could also be included, okay? But primarily, he's speaking about the people of the book, because this is our custom. All right, now you see the palms in their hands, it is a song of victory, okay? I cried with a loud voice, saying, salvation to Yahuwah, which sitteth upon the throne, and unto the Lamb. And okay, I think I'm going to stop over there. Let's put some more. Mama yo, mama yo, indorobo sike yao, lebo sintalabo, Eh, mama yo, mama yo, mama yo, yeah, yeah. Nebo sinte labo. Eh, mama yo. The second address, I'm here in the Apocryphal. We're having all this book in First King James, done First King James translation, done in the year 1611. All these books was over there, but the Catholicism they remove it. Constantine, done away with it. So we are getting it back. It's our book, okay? When you go to Google, just type in First King James translation done in the year 1611. You're gonna find this apocrypha over there. Second Esdras, okay, chapter 2. I'm gonna read from 40 now, verses 40. Okay, now then I take it. Oh, what is going on? My time is going. Take thy number, O Zion, excuse me. Take thy number, O Zion, and shut up those of thine that are clothed, excuse me, in white robe, which have fulfilled the law of Yehovah. It is speaking about what took place in Revelation, where I just read. Okay, now 41. The number of thy children, whom thou longest for, is fulfilled. Beseech the power of Yehovah, that thy people which have been called from the beginning may be hallowed. Okay, 42. I, Esdras, saw upon the Mount Zion a great multitude, whom I could not number. What did they say? Multitude from the far corner of the world. Primarily, it is Yisrael. I, Ezra, 42, I take it again. I, Ezra, saw upon the Mount Zion a great people whom I could not number, and they all praised Yahuwah with songs. That is the song of triumphant entry we are singing in this segment. You see, there, Revelation 7, they also sing. 43. And in the midst of them there was a young man of a height stature, taller than all the rest, and upon every one of their heads he set a crown, that is the crown of life, and was more exalted, which I marveled at greatly. It is talking about Yahushua HaMashiach. The Revelation also said he was in the temple of the throne of the Lamb. 45. He answered, okay, no, 44. So I asked the angel and said, Sir, what are these? He answered and said unto me, These be they that have put off the immortal clothing. You need to lay down. It's time to lay down flesh, lay down old garment in order for the new garment to be put on you, and put on the immortality. You see, in Revelation 7, it said they also gave them white robe. That is immortality, glorified body. That's what he's also speaking of over here. And have confessed the name of Yahuwah. Now they crowned and receive palms. Palms. We are coming. I want to first of all prove before I tell you what that palms is. For this is now. Then said I unto the angel, What young person is it that crowneth them? Yahushua was giving them the crown of life, okay? And giveth them palms in their hand. Who gave them palms? It is Yahushua. That is the 10th day of the first month. Do it accurately in order for you to receive a blessing. Okay? 47 now. So he answered and said unto me, It is the Son of Yahuwah, whom they have confessed in the word. There began I greatly to command them that stood for the name of Yahuwah. All right now. So 48. Then the angel said unto me, Go thy way. Okay, right now. That is where I just want to read. You see, it was also seen exactly what Yehukanai saw in Revelation 7. So primarily those great multitude, when you also go to Revelation 17, you're going to see it all over. Okay, it is where Abba Yehuwah scatter his people in the four corner of the earth. Mad people. Do you get another revelation? Stupidity. So primarily goes for the Yisrael. Secondly, he also go for the Gentile. Gentile is joined with us. Okay, they have no covenant. They are being grafted in. But primarily there is speaking about the people of the book. So now palms in their hands. So right now I want to deal with the palms Given unto them, we see from second Esdras, we see in Revelation as well, we saw it also in Matthew. Out of the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, testimony has already been established. So here I am, Shimo, Exodus 15:22. So I want to see, they take that palms from the tree, branches from the tree, okay? And they have it right now as we are talking in heaven. All right, now Yahushua gave it unto them. All right, now what does that go for? Here I am. Family, the third point, I don't think it can enter here. Maybe that one is going to be 20 or 30 or minutes. So I'm going to do that as part 4 now, okay? So make sure you also follow the very last point, because I don't think it can go here, or let me be going. I don't think so. Now I read 22. So Moshe brought Israel from the Red Sea, and they went out into the wilderness of Ashur, and they went 3 days in the wilderness and found no water. And when they came to Marah, and they could not drink of the waters of Marah, for they were bitter. Therefore the name of it was called Marah. And the people murmured against Moshe, saying, What shall we drink? What shall we drink? 25. And he cried unto Yahuwah, and Yahuwah showed him a tree. Listen now. Which when he had cast into the waters were made sweet. There he made for them a statute and an ordinances, and there he proved them. So what happened? We see the tree be cut and cast into the bitter water. We know water go for people as well. Revelation 17:2 and verses 15. Water is people. Okay, you see, what was that water? It also go for the royal law. Okay, it also go for the Ruach HaKodesh, but in this segment, it goes for the word of Almighty and people. Now, why was the water being bitter? Yes, it was what took place in Genesis 3. A tree was being cast into the first man and the first woman to make life very bitter. A tree of knowledge of good and evil was being cast into us while we were still in their loins. That is the very gallbladder every one of us have. It is a bitter life. Alright? The first tree that was being cast that make that water to be bitter, it is the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, which is the serpent. He don't want to seek the sexual ability of Abba Yahuwah. Rather, he want to seek that song for himself. That makes life bitter. That makes judgment bitter on us, because Abba Yahuwah releases curses in Genesis 3. That makes life so bitter. That is the gallbladder. Okay? Now, what makes life sweet for us now? It is Yahushua HaMashiach. He is the tree of life that I'm going to read. He is the tree. Abba Yahuwah showed him, take this tree, cast it now into the water, and the water is going to be made whole, and the water is going to be made sweet. Alright, so let me first of all read Genesis. Here we are 7. And I'm going to read from where about the tree. Yeah, I'm going to read right now in verses 9. Out of the ground made Yahuwah Elohim to grow every tree that is pleasant to the sight and good for food. The tree of life, listen now, the tree of life also. Oh, Robo Shantayaba. Okay, don't do that. Alright now. And the tree of life also in the midst of the garden. The garden represents the whole world. And in the center of this whole world, there is 2 trees over there. 2 choice to pick up. Alright now. And the tree of knowledge of good and evil was also there. We see the tree of life was there. And we see the tree of the knowledge of good and evil was there. So what happened in Genesis 3, as we proceed just a step further, what took place over there? The tree, the wicked tree that has the knowledge of good and evil, now throw himself, that is Imigo himself, genetically modify the first man and the first woman in us. How? What is genetically modified organism in us? It is the death. It is the gallbladder. It is the bitter life. It is the suffering life, because we were being now chased out of the presence of Abba Yahuwah to till the ground, to suffer. We were being removed from rest into stress, into suffering. That was the bitter. Our lives now become so bitter. Alright? So for the bitterness to be healed now, what happened? Here I am, Revelation 22 verses 1. And he showed me a pure river of water, because now this water is pure. And this water is a pure, he said, water of life. We are made for eternal, to rule and reign with Yahushua HaMashiach. Clear as crystal, no more gallbladder, no more filthiness. Proceeding out of the throne of Yahuwah and of the Lamb. We saw that again. 2. In the midst of the street of it, and on the either side of the river was there the tree of life, which bare 12 manner of fruits, and yielded her fruit every month. And every leaves of the leaves. Now you see the palm? You saw the palm? The branches, did you see? And the leaves of the tree were for the healing of the nations. Oh, 3. And there shall be no more curse. Genesis 3, no more bitterness, okay? There shall be no more curse, but the throne of Yahuwah and of the land shall be in it, and his servants shall serve him. And they shall see his face, and his name shall be on their forehead. And there shall be no night there, and neither and they need no kind of neither light of the sun, for the Yahuwah Elohim giveth them light, and they shall reign forever and ever. So you see what the palm tree is already. It is the leaf, it is life, it is eternal, and that is what that spread. And we see Yahushua gave it unto them in Revelation 7. You are prevailed. It means great life. It means eternal. It means Yahushua himself. That is how he gave himself for you and me, eternal. Make our lives now so sweet. Pure water now. This is the water of eternal. No more pollution. And that is the mystery of the tree. And the wicked first tree makes life so bitter. Why the other tree that gave life, makes our life sweet, eternal. Okay. All right, now, so we see the mystery. While he lay down, while he put down, while they lay down their garment, we see what that is. And the tree also, we see what that is already. Now, what did he do? Now cleanse the temple. As soon as he entered into the temple, because he means, okay, I'm going to read it. So I read now verses 9. And the multitudes that went before and that followed cried, saying, Hosanna to the son of David. Blessed is he that cometh in the name of Yahuwah. Hosanna in the highest. What is Hosanna? Primarily means save us. And we see how he saved them. Okay. And bless unto worship unto Abba Yahuwah. This is the song we are singing in this period. Save us. And that was his job. And this is being done on the very 10th day of the first biblical month, thus fulfilling what is being written in Exodus chapter 12. On the 10th day, the lamb must be taken into our house, because it's a powerful illustration of freedom. And this is the song that we also sing, is save us. Hosanna may save us. Okay, and this is about to do for this time. 10. And when he was come into the Jerusalem, in all the city was moved, saying, Who is this? And the multitude said, This is Yahushua, the prophet of Nazareth of Galilee, because he has come to deliver us. Now 12. And when Yahushua went into the temple of Yahuwah, he cast out all them that sold and bought in the temple, and overthrew the tables of the money changers, and the seats of them that sold dove. And he said unto them, It is written, My house shall be called the house of prayer, but ye have made it into a den of thieves. Who are thieves? We will see that in point 3, the very last point. Now, what did he do? The mystery I got over here. This business is going on within the Christendom, making big business in the house of Yahuwah. What is house? It simply represents you and me. We are the temple of Abba Yahuwah, using us to be making business. It's coming to cast of you out of the life of his people, because the people of Yahuwah is right among the Christians, trading on us, selling dove. Dove is a symbol of the Ruach HaKodesh. You see what they will be selling, that a symbol of the Ruach HaKodesh, which simply means what? Anointing oil. They are selling oil. You can bear me witness of that. It's not batching on your useless pastors. Okay, what did Yahushua did? He start with cleansing the temple and finish. Okay, we are singing now the crown of glory of gold. Okay, so right now, when you go to John chapter 2, what it start cleansing. That is start cleansing. Turn the water into, color of wine. That is what you are also doing, you Christian. When you are taking Holy Communion, you take a symbol of a wine, red, you call it the blood. Exactly what he did in John chapter 2. He started his journey in John chapter 2. Why? He did his miracle in John chapter 2. Why? Because marriage was being attacked by the serpent right in Genesis 3. That the sexual song of Abba Yehowa was being attacked right in Genesis 3. That was why he also begins that journey right in marriage. He turned that water. Go and listen to the mystery of bridegroom in order for you to know what that six pot was and the wine and the water. All right, okay, I'm not going to go into that at all. I'm running out of time. You see, so now it starts with cleansing marriage, and it now start with cleansing individual. It now end it up in cleansing individually as it was about to go to the cross. You see, it start with cleansing the marriage first. As it was about to go to the cross, it finished. It cleansed again the temple. It get red. This is time of great cleansing. He's throwing out on every devil that is making business in this temple. He's throwing out now every devil thieves that have come to steal the knowledge of who is Abba Yehowa. It's a powerful movement of cleansing right now. That is why this powerful message is coming out this day for you to know who is Abba Yehowa. It means cleansing. Get it right. Like me now, I got my cleansing already. When I was to talk about the sexual organism of Abba Yehowa, I was so much afraid. And he said, fear makes not perfect. He that fear you are not perfect. Who brings about fear? It is serpent in Genesis 3 for first time. Man to experience what is fear. He said, I heard your voice coming and I was afraid. Who brings about fear? It is serpent. When I was about to talk about, I was so much afraid, and I saw that serpent rat me all over. He was putting fear, tormenting me with fear. I said, no, you wanted to call me demon? They are going to insult me. Oh, this is heavy. Please, 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 keep this one away. I can. He said, but I gave it unto you. There was really a lot of dragging. But as soon as he rooted that semen out of me, the fear disappeared one time. That is why my mouth opened so wide. Because it is all over the royal law you carries. In talking about this man. And I'm going to be talking about not only this time. That is my, in fact, now. Top story message. I'm going to be talking about the sexual ability of Abba Yehowa. You see, it is cleansing time because it begins with cleansing and it ends up again with cleansing. Okay, and we are singing. That is the song we are singing now. We are singing now the crown of gold, glory, not the crown of thorn at all. We are not singing the crown of thorn anymore. That is gone. We are singing that of glory, crown of thorn, not of cross. Okay, we are singing the crown of glory now, and we are not singing the crown of thorn of the cross. Okay, first day, least let there be light, and there was. I never, okay, yes, realize even me so unfaithful, so filth and unworthy bride that I am will be useful to Abba Yehowa. I never knew. Because now he has cleansed me, he has loosed me. Serpent is not my rightful owner that tied me in one place. He get rid of him already. It is cleansing time. He loosed that donkey. I said that donkey and sat. He is the one that sat on me now, riding on me. I laid down my old garment, for the new one to be given unto me. That this palm tree is also right in my hand. So this is the song we are singing. This is the very actual meaning of this world we are digging into. So I'm also done with point 2. Now we'll go quickly. Let me see if I will be able. If not, I continue with the short clip. Now point 3 goes this way. The song of Pesach also means Passover, is not the song of Easter. Easter and Pesach, or Easter and Passover, is not the same. It is the feast of the other deity that makes life so bitter. It is the feast of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. Revelation 12:1 said, a great and a wondrous signs appear. When you go to verses 3, another sign appear. Easter is never Passover. Never. Let's prove that. When it stops, I continue with the other clip. I think now April 1st, their April Fool Day is their Easter or Ishtar, meaning goddess of fertility. So the song of Easter is not the song of Passover, excuse me, okay? The song of your Palm Sunday is not the song of triumphant entry at all. It's two different, deity over here, okay? because ours is being done 10th day of the first month. But Christians said they are already in the 4th or 3rd month of their own year. So it's two different deities. Let's unveil that. All right now, actually King James, we are the one who get it right. Because before I used to say there is a mistake. Why should they put Easter there? Maybe they wanted to write Passover. No, he got it very, very right, 100%. Easter it was another feast, not our feast. Okay, you see how they conjoin it. Sometimes you see now Passover is going to start tomorrow. They said the Easter will start on Sunday. Okay, Passover is different from unleavened bread. Passover first of all come, or Pesach, is only about few hours, which is where the lamb is being slaughtered. The lamb will be slaughtered what time? 3 o'clock. That was exact time Yahushua gave the spirit in Matthew 27. We're going to see 9th hour of the day gave of the spirit. And that is exactly the same 9th hour of the day where they will slaughter the Passover. When you go back to Exodus chapter 12, we're going to unveil it. Okay, that is Passover feast. It's not even a feast, it's a ritual list of salvation. Only lasts 3 hours. It will begin 3 o'clock in the afternoon, end up 6 o'clock. Immediately 6 o'clock is sundown, they will start the feast of unleavened bread. Okay, so it only lasts 3 hours. So Easter is another a feast entirely. It doesn't originate from us, but rather it came from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil that gave us God blinder, and that is the one Christian is celebrating now. So I read Acts of Apostles chapter 12, 1. Now about that time Herod the king stretched forth his hands to vex certain of the congregation, and he killed James the brother of John with the sword. And because he saw it pleased the Yahudim, he proceeded further to take Kepha also. Then, listen now, there were the days of unleavened bread. Passover will first of all comes, right away unleavened bread will follow. Without Passover, there is no unleavened bread. And Passover service only lasts 3 hours. 3 hours, the lamb will be slaughtered. Perform the rituals. 3 hours. When it's 6 o'clock, it is the feast of unleavened bread. The feast of unleavened bread will not go on for how many days? A whole week. Plus the day Passover. Let me say Passover is just a day. That is the midst of the week. That was why Messiah was being cut in the midst of the week. The Passover lamb from Exodus 12 was being slaughtered in the midst of the week. And Daniel prophesied, Daniel chapter 9 from 24 way down to 27 also prophesied that he's going to confirm this covenant in the midst of the week. He's going to be cut off. Messiah was being cut off in the midst of the week and resurrected on the Shabbat. There you get 3 days and 3 nights. Not your bad Friday, okay? Your Jesus will die now on Friday. Then your Jesus will raise up on Sunday. Where did you get 3 days and 3 nights? Shame on you. If you can do a simple calculation, shame on you. Now I read, you see now, unleavened bread first of all. Passover has to come before unleavened bread. So he said there were the day of unleavened bread, which means Passover is already gone. For now. And when he had apprehended him, he put him in prison and delivered him to 4 quarters of soldiers to keep him, intending, listen now, intending after Easter to bring him forth to the people. The Easter is on Sunday. Ours is Passover is tomorrow here. Okay, Passover is just 1 day. Let me put it so, only one. Unleavened bread is 7 days. So let's unveil that. So you can read Exodus 12 verses 1 way down to verses 20. I want to pick a verse here to read. And ye shall keep it upon until the 14th day of the same month, which is tomorrow. Now is the 14th day. And the whole assembly of the congregation of Israel shall kill it in the evening. That is 3 o'clock, exactly the same time Yahushua gave up the spirit. And they shall take of the blood and strike it upon. Yes, the doorpost. Okay, now. Okay, listen now. 11. And thus shall ye eat it with how they are going to eat the meat. He said, ye shall eat it in haste. It is Yehovah's Passover. So after this Passover, right away unleavened bread followed. Okay, you can read it all. Let me go to other places now. You see already Passover how it's been done now, verses 15, that same place, Exodus 12. Now is the feast of unleavened bread. Listen now. 7 days shall ye eat unleavened bread. Even the first day ye shall put away leaven out of your houses, and for whosoever eateth. Okay, now. So 7 days shall the feast of unleavened bread go on. After Passover immediately goes by unleavened bread. So here I am, Leviticus 23, I take it from 5. Or I take it from 4. These are the feast of Yehovah, even holy convocation, which ye shall proclaim in their seasons. In the 40th day of the first month at evening is Yehovah's Passover. Passover needs to come first. And on the 50th day of the same month is the feast of unleavened bread. Until Yehovah 7 days ye must eat unleavened bread. You see it already. Let's go to the another mouth. All right, now here I am, Numbers 28 or Bamebra or Numbers 28, 16 to 17. And in the 40th day of the first month is the Passover of Yehovah. And in the 50th day of the same month is the feast. 7 days shall unleavened bread be eaten. Did you get do you get that? I think I will start with these 3. So Passover needs to come first before unleavened bread. Okay. All right. Now we are back to Acts of Apostles chapter 12. So after I'm done with this place, then I will tell you now who is Easter. The Christian is celebrating. It is my burglary again. Make sure you follow. When Abayewa review Easter to me, oh no, this word, wicked deities is among us. Abayewa is among us. Powerful Yehovah is right about wicked deities. Is polycrad heavily. I'm going to let you know who is Easter. They are celebrating. So the song of Easter or Ishtar is not a song at all. Pastor is a sexual song of other deities. That's what to unveil now. We see Passover has to first of all come in order for unleavened bread to follow. Okay, now I read it. And he killed James. Okay, should I take it? Okay, now. And he killed James. Okay, now because he saw it pleased the Yahudi, he proceeded further to take it for. Also there were the days of unleavened bread, which means Passover is already gone. Passover is only 1 day. Unleavened bread is 7 whole days. Okay. 4 now. And when he had apprehended, he put him in the prison and delivered him to 4 quarters of soldiers to keep him intending. Now this is their Easter. Intending after Easter to bring him forth to the people. Easter, it is the other deity's feast. It's not a song of salvation. Because Passover will come, then followed by unleavened bread. But we are already immediately after Sunday tomorrow, we enter already the unleavened bread celebration that is going to be lasted for a whole 7 days. Passover is just tomorrow 1 day. Okay, but the unleavened bread is 7 days. So it's going all together. Both Passover and unleavened bread is 8 days all together. So it will start tomorrow, Passover. Then the unleavened bread will begin for 1 week. Then it will also end midst of the week next week. Okay, so that is how it was. So Easter, let's unveil Easter or Easter. Easter simply means Easter. Easter, what is the meaning of Easter? Goddess of fertility. You know, he has already provided many eggs now for you to eat. So let's unveil the author of Easter or Easter. It's right in the royal law. Zechariah chapter 5. Thou will find him. Let's go and expose his dirty, rotten stick. Okay. So before I continue with the other clip, maybe that one's going to last 15-20 minutes. I want to first to show you. This is the Easter. Okay. Zechariah 5. Read it. I'm going to read it in part 2. Okay. Make sure you follow. Rather, it's going to be now part 4. Okay. This is 3. That one is going to be 4. All right. Now you see, this is the 2 women and another woman inside. They are all 3 together. So meanwhile, the woman inside here is the leader of these 2 women, as Zechariah saw it in Zechariah 5 in the vision. So what are they showing to us now? Jesus is letting us know the very Easter that here is their Melchizedek. It has to deal with sexual activities again. Here is their Melchizedek. This is the two cherubims that banner over the Moses, see the Ark of the Covenant. Here is this Ark of the Covenant. Let me show it to you from ours. Go to Exodus 25. You're going to see this is the Moses seat of Abba Yehoshua. Here's the Ark of the Covenant, is the wife of Abba Yehoshua, and Abba Yehoshua is on top over here, being called Moses seat. This is the two cherubims, okay, that need to spread over. Abba Yehoshua, see his wife is here. His wife is always down. And Abba Yehoshua is always on top. He said this very place, holiest of holies, it is his access bed, being covered now with the cherubims. And this is the job Jesus refused to do. Therefore, he now manipulated, now forged out his own. So let's go back. You see it already? Let's go back there to their own. Do you see how they make their own? This is their own. This is the two cherubims. And this is the Ark of the Covenant. And this is should have been. This is the serpent now. The Ark of the Covenant, and this will be serpent. But all these deities are male. No female angel at all. They are male. But this is how, they masquerade themselves. For men to be seen them that way. They are male angels. Only here we found what is female angels. Abba Yehoshua don't use female angels like we have already. We know who are female angels. They are the one that's going to come by flesh. The Abba Yehoshua is not using them like all angels. Abba Yehoshua is using, they are all male. Okay, so right now I want to begin with the very last part of it all. Let me put more and show you their song, how they are singing it now in Exodus. No, excuse me, Zechariah, Ezekiel 28. I want to show you the song you are singing. You are singing for these useless deities who masquerade themselves. Okay, now let's begin with the other last part of it all.